The world you see around you is not the cause of your experience, but the effect. It is the outpicturing of your inner states of consciousness. Every circumstance, every person, every experience in your life is a reflection of your own thoughts and beliefs. When you grasp this fundamental truth, you realize that the repayment you seek is not about receiving something from an external source. It is about shifting your consciousness to a state where what you desire already exists. For in truth, nothing is ever lost. It simply exists in a state that you are not currently occupying. Consider for a moment, have you ever misplaced an object in your home, only to find it later exactly where it should have been? The object was never lost. It was always there. You simply weren't occupying the state of consciousness where you were aware of its location. The same principle applies to everything you believe you have lost in life. Now you might be wondering, but Neville, how can I shift my consciousness to a state where I have what I thought was lost? This is an excellent question, and it brings us to the heart of our discussion. The key lies in your wonderful human imagination. Your imagination is not mere fantasy or daydreaming. It is God in action within you. It is the creative power through which all things are made. When you imagine, you are literally reshaping the substance of the universe. To receive repayment for what you thought was lost, you must use your imagination to occupy the state where you already have it. You must feel the reality of it, experience the joy of it, live from the assumption that it is already yours. This is not about pretending or deceiving yourself. It is about aligning yourself with the truth of your desire at the level of cause. For remember, your outer world is simply a reflection of your inner states. As you change within, your outer world has no choice but to conform. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, how can I imagine having something when my current reality shows me its absence? This, my dear friends, is where faith comes in, but not blind faith. Faith based on understanding the law. You see, your physical reality is nothing more than the outpicturing of your past assumptions. It is the harvest of seeds you have previously sown in your consciousness. To change your reality, to receive repayment for what you thought was lost, you must plant new seeds. You must assume a new state of being. When you imagine having what you desire, when you feel the reality of it, you are planting these new seeds. You are assuming the state of one who already has what they desire. And as you persist in this state, your outer world has no choice but to conform to this new inner conviction. This is the true meaning of the biblical phrase, ask and it shall be given you. It is not a plea to an external deity. It is a reminder of your own divine creative power. When you ask, you are declaring your desire as an accomplished fact to your own subconscious mind, which is one with the universal mind. Now let us address a common misconception. Many believe that to manifest their desires, to receive repayment for what they thought was lost, they must visualize every detail of how it will come to pass. But I tell you now, this is not necessary and can even be counterproductive. Your job is not to figure out the how. Your job is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The infinite intelligence of the universe will take care of the how in ways far beyond what your limited conscious mind can conceive. Think of it like this. When you order something online, you don't concern yourself with the logistics of how it will be delivered. You simply place the order and trust that it will arrive. The same principle applies when you seek repayment from the universe. You place your order with the cosmic catalog, so to speak, and then you let go and trust in its delivery. This brings us to another crucial point, the importance of letting go. After you have assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled, after you have planted the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, you must release it. You must fall asleep to the desire, confident in its fulfillment. This letting go is not indifference. It is supreme confidence. It is the knowing that your desire is already yours in the realm of imagination, which is the very substance of reality. As you sleep in this assumption, your subconscious mind goes to work, aligning all the necessary forces to bring about the manifestation of your desire. Now let us explore the concept of revision in relation to receiving repayment for what you thought was lost. Revision is the art of reimagining past events in a way that aligns with your desired reality. This is crucial because your subconscious mind draws upon your memories to create your current experience. When you revise your past, you are literally rewriting the script of your life. You are creating a past that naturally leads to your desired present and future. Instead of dwelling on loss, revise those experiences. See them as stepping stones, as necessary parts of your journey that led you to this moment of revelation and repayment. This practice of revision, combined with living in the state of your wish fulfilled, creates a powerful alignment in your consciousness. You are creating a new past, present, and future all at once, all aligned with the repayment you seek. Now, let us address the concept, everyone, as you pushed out. This principle states that everyone in your world is a reflection of your consciousness. The way people treat you, the opportunities that come your way, even the seemingly random events in your life, all are reflections of your state of being. When you shift your consciousness to a state of having received repayment for what you thought was lost, you naturally begin to see others differently. You see them as playing their perfect part in the divine unfolding of your desire. This shift in perception allows for miraculous changes in your relationships and circumstances. Let us now discuss the importance of gratitude in receiving repayment from the universe. Gratitude is not just a polite sentiment, it is a powerful creative force. When you are truly grateful, you are acknowledging the presence of your desire in your life. You are affirming its reality even before it manifests in the physical realm. As you seek repayment for what you thought was lost, cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. Be thankful not just for what you can see and touch, but for the unseen blessings that are even now unfolding in your life. Give thanks for the wisdom that guides you, the love that surrounds you, and the power that resides within you. This gratitude aligns you with the frequency of your desire, speeding up its manifestation. It puts you in a state of receptivity, opening you to receive even greater blessings. Now, let us address the concept of the Sabbath. The Sabbath, in this context, is not about a particular day of the week, but about a state of mind. It is a state of complete rest from all effort, a state of knowing that your work is done. When you seek repayment from the universe, when you have assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled, enter this Sabbath state. Rest in the certainty that your desire is fulfilled. In this state, you no longer feel the need to make your desire happen because you know it is already done. Let us explore the concept of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean not caring about your desire. It means releasing your anxious attachment to how or when it will manifest. When you are anxiously attached to an outcome, you are actually affirming the absence of your desire. True detachment comes from the deep knowing that your desire is already yours in consciousness, and therefore must manifest in your physical reality. It's a state of calm certainty, of knowing the Lord is at work, even when you can't see the evidence yet. Now let us discuss the power of your imagination once more. Your imagination is not mere fantasy or daydreaming. It is God in action within you. It is the creative power through which all things are made. When you seek repayment from the universe, use your imagination to its fullest potential. Imagine yourself having already received what you thought was lost. Feel the joy of it, the relief, the satisfaction. Live from that state, for in doing so you are literally reshaping the substance of your reality. Let us address the importance of self-love in this process. Many people struggle to receive repayment from the universe because they don't believe they are worthy of it. But I tell you now, worthiness has nothing to do with it. You are worthy because you exist. You are God's creation, and God only creates perfection. Cultivate self-love as you seek repayment from the universe. Know that you are deserving of all good things simply because you are. This self-love creates a powerful foundation for manifesting your desires. Now let us explore the concept of the law of reversed effort. This law states that the harder you try to achieve something, the more you push it away. This is why letting go and trusting is so powerful. It allows you to align with the natural flow of creation without the interference of struggle or forced effort. Think of it like this: when you're learning to swim, if you thrash about frantically, you'll sink. But if you relax and trust the water to hold you up, you float effortlessly. The same principle applies to receiving repayment from the universe. Let us discuss the role of silence in this process. After you have done your imaginal work, after you have assumed the feeling of having received repayment for what you thought was lost, there comes time for silence. This silence is not just external, but internal. It is a cessation of all inner chatter about your desire. In this silence, you allow the seed of your desire to take root and grow. You do not dig it up repeatedly to check on its progress. You trust in the law, knowing that what is done in consciousness must manifest in reality. Now let us address the concept of living in the end once more. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are not hoping for something to happen in the future. You are experiencing your desire as a present fact. This state of living in the end collapses time and brings your desire into the present moment. Remember, in the realm of imagination, where all creation takes place, there is no time. Your desire is fulfilled the moment you assume the feeling of its fulfillment with conviction. The time it takes for this to appear in your physical reality is determined by your faith and your persistence in the assumed state. Let us explore the concept of the observer effect in quantum physics. In the quantum world, the act of observing something changes it. Your observation, your consciousness, affects the behavior of subatomic particles. This principle applies to your life as well. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are choosing to observe your reality from the perspective of already having received it. This observation literally shapes your reality at a quantum level, bringing your desire to manifestation. Now let us discuss the importance of feeling in this process. Feeling is the secret. It's not enough to intellectually know that repayment is possible, or even to visualize it clearly. You must feel the reality of it. When you seek repayment from the universe, allow yourself to fully feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude of having received it. These elevated emotions are the fuel that gives life to your manifestations. They align you with the frequency of your desire, speeding up its realization in your physical reality. Let us address the concept of resistance once more. Resistance is anything that blocks the flow of your desired reality into your experience. It often shows up as doubt, fear, or worry. When you seek repayment from the universe, release this resistance. Remember, what you resist persists. By letting go of resistance, you allow the natural flow of creation to bring about your desire effortlessly. Now, let us expand the quantum you. The quantum you is the version of you that exists in the field of all possibilities. It's the you that has already received repayment for everything you thought was lost. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are aligning yourself with this quantum version of you. Understand that you're not trying to become something you're not. You're aligning with a version of you that already exists in the quantum field. You're shifting your consciousness to match that reality. Let us discuss the power of your words once more. Your words are not just sounds or symbols. They're creative forces. They're declarations to the universe. When you seek repayment for what you thought was lost, your words must align with this desire. Speak as though you have already received your repayment. Use phrases that affirm the reality of your desire. Remember, your words are seeds planted in the fertile soil of the universe. Make sure you're planting seeds of what you want to grow in your life. Now let us address the importance of patience in this process. Patience in this context is not passive waiting. It is active trust in the law. It is knowing that what is done in consciousness must manifest in reality, and allowing that manifestation to unfold in its perfect timing. When you seek repayment from the universe, cultivate this kind of active patience. Know that your desire is manifesting even if you can't see the evidence yet. Trust in the perfect unfolding of the universe. Let us explore the concept of the present moment once more. The present moment is your point of power. It's the only place where you can make changes, where you can choose your thoughts and emotions. When you seek repayment from the universe, anchor yourself in this present moment. Many people live their lives either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. But when you do this, you're not using your power to create. You're letting your past or your imagined future control your present. Seeking repayment from the universe brings you into alignment with the power of now. Now, let us discuss the role of forgiveness in receiving repayment from the universe. Holding on to resentment, anger, or blame keeps you energetically tied to past experiences. It keeps you vibrating at a lower frequency, attracting more experiences that match that lower energy. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened or letting someone off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the energetic burden of negative emotions. It's about choosing to vibrate at a higher frequency. As you seek repayment from the universe, practice forgiveness of others and of yourself. Let us address the concept of divine order. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are aligning yourself with divine order. You are recognizing that there is a perfect unfolding of events, even if you can't see it from your limited perspective. Trust in this divine order. Know that everything is happening for your highest good, and even when it doesn't appear that way on the surface. This trust allows you to remain calm and centered, even in the face of apparent setbacks or challenges. Now, let us explore the concept of allowing. Allowing is the opposite of forcing. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are in a state of allowing. You are opening yourself up to receive all the good that the universe has for you. Allowing doesn't mean being passive. It means being receptive. It means being open to possibilities beyond what your limited mind can conceive. It means trusting that the universe knows the best path to the fulfillment of your desires. Let us discuss the importance of self-awareness in this process. To truly receive repayment from the universe, you must be aware of your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. You must be able to catch yourself when you slip into doubt or anxiety, and consciously choose to return to a state of trust and knowing. Cultivate this self-awareness through practices like meditation, journaling, or simply taking time for quiet reflection. The more aware you are of your inner state, the more effectively you can maintain a state of alignment with your desire. Now let us address the concept of surrender. Surrender is often misunderstood as giving up or admitting defeat. But in the context of receiving repayment from the universe, surrender is a powerful act of alignment. It is surrendering your limited, egoic control to the infinite wisdom of the universe within you. When you surrender in this way, you are not becoming powerless. On the contrary, you are aligning yourself with the most powerful creative force in existence. You are allowing this force to work through you unimpeded by doubt, fear, or limited thinking. Let us explore the concept of faith once more. Faith is not blind belief. It is not hoping for the best while fearing the worst. True faith is a knowing beyond physical evidence. It is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are exercising this kind of faith. You are knowing the reality of your desire with such conviction that you no longer need physical proof. This unwavering faith moves mountains. It parts seas. It transforms the very fabric of your reality. Now let us discuss the importance of your self-concept in this process. Your self-concept is the sum total of your beliefs about who you are. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are adopting a self-concept of someone who is worthy and capable of receiving all good things. See yourself as a divine being, capable of creating any reality you desire. Know that you are not separate from the universe, but an individualized expression of it. This elevated self-concept naturally aligns you with the fulfillment of your desires. Let us address the concept of resistance once more. Resistance often arises when we try to control every aspect of our reality. When you seek repayment from the universe, release this resistance. Allow the infinite intelligence of the universe to work out the details of how your desire will manifest. Remember, your job is not to figure out the how. Your job is to hold the vision of your desire fulfilled and to maintain the feeling of its reality. The universe will take care of the how in ways far more wonderful than you could have imagined. Now, let us explore the concept of the law of attraction in relation to receiving repayment from the universe. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. When you align yourself with the energy of having already received repayment, you naturally raise your vibration. You align yourself with the frequency of desire. This elevated vibration attracts experiences, people, and circumstances that match it. You become a magnet for the fulfillment of your desires, effortlessly drawing to you what you need for their manifestation. Let us discuss the role of gratitude once more. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a state of being. When you seek repayment from the universe, you naturally enter a state of gratitude. You are grateful not just for what you have, but for what is coming. This state of gratitude is incredibly powerful. It aligns you with the abundance of the universe. It opens you to receive even more blessing. Practice gratitude not from a place of lack, hoping to receive, but from a place of fullness, knowing you already have. Now let us address the concept of divine timing once more. Often when we hold tightly to our desires, we create resistance to their natural unfolding. We try to force things to happen on our timeline. But the universe operates on its own divine timing, which is always perfect. When you seek repayment from the universe, align yourself with this divine timing. Release the need to control when or how your desire will manifest. Trust that it will come at the perfect time in the perfect way. Let us explore the concept of unity consciousness. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are recognizing your oneness with the universe. You are understanding that there is no separation between you and what you desire. It is already yours because you are one with all that is. This understanding of unity consciousness dissolves the illusion of lack. It aligns you with the infinite abundance of the universe. From this state of oneness, manifestation becomes effortless and natural. Now let us discuss the importance of detachment once more. Detachment is not indifference. It is not a lack of desire. Detachment is the state of knowing that your desire is already yours in consciousness, and therefore you do not need to anxiously pursue it in the physical world. When you are detached in this way, you are free from the fear of not getting what you want. You are free from the anxiety of when or how it will come. This freedom allows you to enjoy the present moment fully, while still holding the vision of your desire fulfilled. Let us address the concept of allowing once more. Allowing is the opposite of forcing. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are in a state of allowing. You are opening yourself up to receive all the good that the universe has for you. Allowing doesn't mean being passive. It means being receptive. It means being open to possibilities beyond what your limited mind can conceive. It means trusting that the universe knows the best path to the fulfillment of your desires. Now let us explore the concept of the mirror principle. This principle states that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are creating an inner state of abundance, fulfillment, and gratitude. This inner state will inevitably be reflected in your outer experiences. Understand that as you change your inner world, your outer world must change to match it. This is not wishful thinking. It is the operation of universal law. Let us discuss the role of patience once more. Patience in this context is not passive waiting. It is active trust in the law. It is knowing that what is done in consciousness must manifest in reality, and allowing that manifestation to unfold in its perfect timing. When you seek repayment from the universe, cultivate this kind of active patience. Know that your desire is manifesting, even if you can't see the evidence yet. Trust in the perfect unfolding of the universe. Now let us address the importance of self-love in this process once more. Self-love is not vanity or egotism. It is a recognition of your true worth as a divine being. When you truly love yourself, you naturally align with the fulfillment of your desires. As you seek repayment from the universe, cultivate deep self-love. Know that you are worthy of all that you desire, simply because you exist. This self-love creates a powerful foundation for manifesting your desires. Let us explore the concept of the quantum field once more. In quantum physics, we understand that everything is energy and possibility. Your desires already exist as potentials in this quantum field. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are aligning yourself with the version of reality where your desire is fulfilled. Understand that you are not creating something from nothing. You are selecting a reality from infinite possibilities. Your job is to align your consciousness with the reality you desire to experience. Now let us discuss the power of your focus. Where you place your attention is where you direct your energy. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are focusing on the reality of your desire fulfilled. You are directing your energy towards its manifestation. Be mindful of where you're placing your focus. Are you focusing on what you lack, on what's wrong in your life? Or are you focusing on the reality of your desire fulfilled? Remember, what you focus on expands. In conclusion, remember that the universe is about to repay you for everything you thought was lost. This repayment is not something external to you, but a shift in your consciousness. As you align with the state of having received this repayment, as you live from this assumption, you will find your outer world reshaping itself to match your inner state. Trust in the law. Have faith in your own divine nature. And above all, persist in the state of knowing that your desires are already fulfilled. For in doing so, you are exercising your divine creative power and shaping your reality according to your will. Go forth and create consciously, for the power is within you. The entire universe is at your command. You need only to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and allow your good to flow to you. And so it is. I want you to know that every word I speak is not just for your ears, but for your soul. For it is within the depths of your being that the true power of creation resides. And it is through understanding and applying this power that you will find the strength to rise, no matter how many times you may fall. Let us begin by understanding a fundamental truth. You are not a helpless being tossed about by the winds of circumstance. You are, in fact, the very author of your life story. Every experience, every triumph, and yes, every setback is a creation of your own making. This may seem a heavy burden to bear, but I assure you it is the key to your liberation. Imagine, if you will, a master sculptor standing before a block of marble. To the untrained eye, That marble may appear cold, unyielding, perhaps even intimidating in its solidity. But to the sculptor, that marble contains infinite possibilities. Within its seemingly impenetrable surface lies every statue that could ever be conceived. The sculptor's task is not to force the marble into submission, but to reveal the beauty that already exists within. You, my dear friends, are both the sculptor and the marble. Your life, with all its challenges and victories, is the masterpiece you are continually shaping. When you fall, when you face setbacks or disappointments, you are not being punished by an uncaring universe. No, you are simply in the process of revealing a more magnificent aspect of yourself. But how, you may ask, does one find the strength to rise again when the weight of failure seems too heavy to bear? The answer lies in understanding the true nature of your being. You are not your failures, nor are you your successes. You are the awareness that experiences both. You are the consciousness that persists through every high and every low. Consider for a moment the nature of consciousness. It is ever present, unchanging and eternal. It is the backdrop against which all experiences play out. When you identify with this consciousness, rather than with the temporary states of success or failure, you tap into an inexhaustible source of strength. This strength is not something you need to acquire or develop. It is already within you, waiting to be recognized and expressed. It is the very essence of your being, the divine spark that animates your human form. When you align yourself with this inner strength, picking yourself up becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Let me share with you a technique that will help you access this inner strength whenever you need it. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. As you breathe in, imagine that you are drawing in not just air, but the very essence of life itself. Feel this life-giving energy filling every cell of your body, every corner of your being. As you exhale, release all thoughts of past failures, all doubts about your ability to rise again. Let them flow out of you, dissolving into the ether. Now, in this space of calm and clarity, imagine yourself standing tall, radiant with inner strength. See yourself moving forward with confidence and purpose, undeterred by any obstacle. Hold this image in your mind. Feel the emotions associated with it. Let it become more real to you than any setback you've experienced. This, my friends, is the power of your imagination at work. And your imagination, properly directed, is the most potent force in the universe. Remember, the world you see around you is nothing more than a reflection of your inner states. When you change your inner world, your outer world must by law change to match it. This is not wishful thinking or blind optimism. This is the operation of universal law, as certain as gravity. Now let us delve deeper into the mechanics of rising after a fall. When you encounter a setback, it's natural to feel discouraged. The human mind, conditioned by years of societal programming, often defaults to negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. But I want you to understand that these thoughts and beliefs are not you. They are simply habits of mind. And like any habit, they can be changed. The first step in changing these habits is to become aware of them. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise when you face a challenge. Are they supportive and empowering, or do they undermine your confidence? Once you've identified these thoughts, you can begin to change them. But here's the crucial point. You don't change these thoughts by fighting against them. Resistance only gives them more power. Instead, you change them by replacing them with new empowering thoughts. And you do this not through force of will, but through the power of your imagination. Imagine yourself as the person you wish to be, someone who rises effortlessly after every failure. See yourself moving through life with unshakable confidence, turning every setback into a stepping stone, greater achievement. Feel the emotions associated with being this person. Let every cell in your body vibrate with this new self-image. As you practice this, you'll find that picking yourself up becomes easier and more natural. It's not that you won't face challenges. Challenges are an inevitable part of life's journey. But your response to these challenges will change. Instead of being defeated by them, you'll see them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Now let me address a common misconception. Many people believe that to keep going in the face of adversity requires gritting your teeth and pushing through by sheer force of will. But this approach is fraught with struggle and often leads to burnout. True perseverance comes not from forcing yourself forward, but from aligning yourself with the natural flow of life. Imagine a river flowing towards the sea. It doesn't struggle against the rocks in its path. It simply flows around them, over them, sometimes even through them. And in doing so, it shapes the very landscape it's traversing. This is how you should approach the journey of your life. Don't fight against obstacles. Flow with them, around them, through them. Let them shape you into something more beautiful, more powerful. This approach requires a fundamental shift in perspective. Instead of seeing setbacks as something happening to you, see them as happening for you. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Every failure a stepping stone to success. When you embrace this mindset, you'll find that picking yourself up becomes not just easier, but actually enjoyable. Consider the life of any great achiever, an inventor, an artist, an entrepreneur. Their path to success was invariably marked by numerous setbacks and failures. But what set them apart was not an absence of failure, but their response to it. They didn't allow failure to define them. Instead, they used it as feedback, as valuable information to guide their next attempt. Thomas Edison, when asked about his numerous failed attempts to create the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This, my friends, is the attitude of a true creator. It's not about never falling. It's about always getting back up. But how does one cultivate this attitude? It begins with understanding that your true self, your divine nature, is untouched by failure or success. These are simply experiences that your human form goes through. Your essence remains pure, perfect, and complete. When you identify with this unchanging essence rather than with the changing circumstances of your life, you tap into an inexhaustible source of strength and resilience. From this place of inner strength, picking yourself up becomes as natural as breathing. Now, let me share with you a powerful technique to help you reconnect with this inner strength whenever you need it. I call it the I AM meditation. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Now silently repeat the words I am to yourself. Don't add anything after these words. Just I am. Feel the power of these words. I am is the name of God, the creative force of the universe. When you say I am, you are aligning yourself with this creative power. As you continue to repeat I am, you may notice thoughts arising, doubts, fears, memories of past failures. Don't fight these thoughts. Simply observe them and let them pass, always returning to I am. Do this for at least 5 minutes each day, longer if you can. With regular practice, you'll find that this simple exercise profoundly shifts your perspective. You'll begin to identify more with the unchanging I am than with the changing circumstances of your life. And from this place of inner stability, picking yourself up and keeping going becomes effortless. Remember, my dear friends, that every great achievement in human history began as a thought, an idea in someone's mind. The buildings we live in, the cars we drive, the technology we use, all of these were once just ideas. And many of these ideas faced numerous setbacks before they became reality. The Wright brothers faced ridicule and failure many times before they achieved powered flight. But they kept going because they held fast to their vision. They knew in the depths of their being that flight was possible. And it was this unwavering belief, more than any technical skill, that ultimately led to their success. You too have dreams, visions of what your life could be. Perhaps you've tried to make these dreams a reality and faced setbacks. Perhaps you've even given up on these dreams, being I'm here to tell you that those dreams are not dead. They live within you, waiting for you to breathe life into them once again. Your ability to pick yourself up and keep going is directly related to how vividly you can imagine your desired outcome. The clearer and more emotionally charged your vision, the more resilient you become. This is because your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you consistently imagine yourself succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and living your dream life, you are literally rewiring your brain to make this your reality. So I challenge you right now to revive those dreams you put aside. Close your eyes and see yourself living that life you've always wanted. Feel the emotions associated with that life. Make it so real in your mind that you can taste it, touch it, smell it. Do this every day, multiple times a day if you can. Make it a non-negotiable part of your daily routine, as important as eating or sleeping. As you do this, you'll find that setbacks and failures lose their power over you. They become mere blips on the radar, temporary detours on your path to your desired destination. You'll pick yourself up automatically because staying down simply won't be an option. Your vision will pull you forward, regardless of the obstacles in your path. Now let's address another crucial aspect of picking yourself up and keeping going, self-talk. The words you use both in your internal dialogue and in your everyday speech have immense power. They shape your perception of reality and consequently your experiences. Many people, when faced with setbacks, engage in negative self-talk. They say things like, I'm a failure, I'll never succeed, or why do I even bother? This kind of self-talk is not only unhelpful, it's actively harmful. It reinforces a negative self-image and makes it harder to bounce back from setbacks. Instead, I want you to consciously cultivate positive, empowering self-talk. When you face a setback, instead of saying, I'm a failure, say, I'm learning and growing. Instead of, I'll never succeed, say, my success is inevitable. Instead of, why do I even bother, say, every attempt brings me closer to my goal. This isn't about denying reality or pretending that setbacks don't hurt. It's about framing your experiences in a way that empowers you rather than defeats you. It's about choosing words that align with your divine nature, words that reflect your true power as a creator. Remember, your word is your wand. Every word you speak is a declaration to the universe, a seed planted in the fertile soil of infinite possibility. Choose your words wisely, for you will surely reap what you sow. Now, let's talk about the role of silence in picking yourself up and keeping going. In our noisy, fast-paced world, we often underestimate the power of silence. But it is in silence that we connect most deeply with our inner strength, our divine nature. When you face a setback, resist the urge to immediately spring into action or to seek advice from others. Instead, retreat into silence. Spend some time each day in quiet contemplation. This doesn't have to be formal meditation, although that can be incredibly powerful. It can be as simple as taking a quiet walk in nature or sitting in stillness for a few minutes before you start your diva. In this silence, you'll find clarity. You'll be able to hear the still, small voice within that always knows the way forward. This inner guidance is far more reliable than any external advice, for it comes from the deepest part of you, the part that is one with the creative force of the universe. As you cultivate this practice of silence, you'll find that picking yourself up becomes almost automatic. You'll develop an inner resilience that no external circumstance can shake. You'll know with unshakable certainty that no matter what happens, you have the power to rise again. Now, my dear friends, as we near the end of our time together, I want to emphasize a crucial point. The ability to pick yourself up and keep going is not just about achieving your goals, although that is certainly part of it. More importantly, it's about fully expressing your divine nature, about becoming the person you were always meant to be. You see, every setback, every fall is an opportunity for growth. It's a chance to shed limitations, to break free from outdated beliefs, to step more fully into your power as a divine being. When you understand this, you'll no longer fear failure. In fact, you'll welcome challenges, for you'll know that each one brings you closer to your true self. Think of a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. The struggle to break free is what gives its wings the strength to fly. In the same way, your struggles, your setbacks are strengthening you, preparing you for the magnificent life that awaits you. So I urge you, my dear friends, embrace your falls. See them for what they truly are, opportunities for transformation. And each time you pick yourself up, know that you are not just continuing your journey, but elevating it. You are ascending to new heights of being, expressing more and more of your divine nature. Remember, you are not a mere human being having occasional spiritual experiences. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Your true nature is divine, perfect, and complete. Nothing can diminish this truth. No setback, no failure, no external circumstance can touch the core of who you are. When you live from this understanding, picking yourself up becomes more than just a response to setbacks. It becomes a joyous affirmation of your true nature. It becomes a sacred act, a way of honoring the divine spark within you. So, my dear friends, I challenge you to see every fall as an opportunity to rise higher. See every setback as a setup for a comeback. Know that with every challenge you face, you are being invited to express more of your divine nature, to shine your light more brightly in the world. And as you do this, you'll find that your life begins to flow with an ease and grace you may have never thought possible. You'll move through the world with unshakable confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you have the power to key in, to keep going, to create the life of your dreams. Remember, the power to pick yourself up and keep going is not something you need to acquire. It's already within you, waiting to be recognized and expressed. It's your birthright as a divine being. Claim it, own it, live it. As we come to the close of our time together, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what you've heard. Feel the truth of these words resonating in your being. Know that from this moment on, you have the power to face any challenge, to overcome an obstacle, to pick yourself up no matter how many times you fall. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. You have within you the power to create worlds, to shape reality according to your will. Never forget this truth. Live from it. Let it inform every thought, every word, every action. And as you go forth from this place, know that you carry with you the infinite power of the universe. You are never alone, never without resources. The same power that created the stars and planets flows through you, ready to be expressed in your life. So go forth, my dear friends, with courage and confidence. Face your challenges head on, knowing that each one is an opportunity for his own growth. Pick yourself up when you fall, knowing that each time you do, you are affirming your divine nature. Keep going, no matter what, for your persistence is a testament to the indomitable spirit within you. Remember, you are not just living your life, you are creating it. Every thought, every word, every action is a brushstroke on the canvas of your existence. Think boldly, my friends. Create a masterpiece worthy of the divine artist that you are. And know this as you pick yourself up and keep going. As you persist in the face of challenges, as you continue to reach for your dreams, you are doing more than just improving your own life. You are lifting up all of humanity. For we are all connected, all part of the same divine consciousness. Your triumph is everyone's triumph. Your light illuminates the world. So shine brightly, my dear friends. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. The world is waiting for the unique gifts that only you can bring. Your journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step and continues with every time you pick yourself up and keep going. Go now and create the life of your dreams. For in doing so, you are fulfilling your divine purpose and blessing the world with your presence. Remember always, you are powerful beyond measure, loved beyond imagination, and capable of more than you could ever dream. Now go and let your light shine. Imagine, if you will, a world where you are the master of your emotional state, where the turbulent seas of reaction no longer toss you about like a helpless vessel. This world, my dear listeners, is not a distant utopia, but the very reality that awaits your conscious creation. For you see, the power to shape your emotional landscape lies not in the external world, but in the fertile soil of your own magnificent imagination. Let us begin our journey by understanding a fundamental truth. Your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. Every circumstance, every person, every event that you encounter in your daily life is but a mirror, showing you the contents of your own consciousness. When you react to these outer circumstances, you are, in essence, reacting to your own creation. You are allowing the shadow to dictate to the substance, the effect to control the cause. But I say unto you, you are not a helpless victim of your emotions. You are the operant power, the only creative force in your universe. Your emotions, no matter how intense or overwhelming they may seem, are subject to your command. They are the servants, not the masters of your being. And it is through the power of your imagination that you can assert your dominion over them. Consider for a moment the last time you found yourself in the grip of a strong emotional reaction. Perhaps it was anger at the perceived slight, fear in the face of uncertainty, or despair in the wake of disappointment. In that moment, did you not feel as though you were at the mercy of these emotions? Did you not experience them as an irresistible force? compelling you to act in ways that perhaps you later regretted? This, my friends, is the illusion that we must shatter. For your emotions, no matter how real they may feel, are nothing more than habits of thought and reaction that you have cultivated over time. They are patterns etched into the fabric of your consciousness by repeated use. But just as you have created these patterns, so too can you unmake them and forge new ones in their place. The key to this transformation lies in understanding the true nature of your being. You are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts. You are not even the body that you inhabit. You are pure awareness, the unchanging witness to all that arises within your consciousness. This awareness, this I am, is your true self. And it is from this vantage point that you can observe and ultimately master your emotional state. When you identify with your emotions, when you say, I am angry or I am afraid, you are clothing yourself in a garment that does not truly belong to you. You are limiting the infinite potential of your being to a narrow and constricting definition. But when you recognize that you are the awareness in which these emotions arise, you reclaim your power to choose your response. Let me share with you a technique that I have found immensely powerful in cultivating this awareness. Throughout your day, whenever you notice an emotional reaction arising within you, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and silently affirm to yourself, I am aware of this emotion. Do not judge it. Do not try to change it. Simply observe it with detached curiosity. As you practice this, you will begin to create a space between your awareness and the emotion itself. This space is the fertile ground in which your power of choice can take root and flourish. For in this space, you will find the freedom to respond rather than react, to choose your emotional state rather than being swept away by it. But awareness alone is not enough. To truly master your emotions, to harness the power of not reacting, you must learn to use your imagination to shape your inner world. For it is your imagination, not your will, that is the true creative force in your life. Whenever you find yourself faced with a situation that would normally trigger an emotional reaction, pause and ask yourself this question. How would I feel if I were already the person who has mastered their emotions? Close your eyes and imagine, with all the vividness you can muster, that you are that person. Feel the calm confidence that comes with emotional mastery. Experience the sense of inner peace and stability that arises when you are no longer at the mercy of your reactions. As you immerse yourself in this imaginal scene, you are impressing upon your subconscious mind a new pattern of being. You are planting a seed that, nurtured by your faith and watered by your persistent imagination, will grow into the very reality you desire. For remember, my dear listeners, your imagination is not creating something new. It is simply revealing what already exists within you. The power of this practice lies in its ability to shift your state of consciousness. For you see, your emotional reactions are not caused by external circumstances, but by the state of consciousness from which you view those circumstances. Change the state, and you change the reaction. It is as simple and as profound as that. But let me warn you, this practice requires persistence and faith. You may not see results immediately, for the habits of a lifetime are not undone in a day. But I assure you, if you persist in this practice, if you remain faithful to your imaginal act, you will begin to see changes in your outer world. For the outer must conform to the inner. It is law. As you cultivate this practice, you will find that situations which once would have thrown you into emotional turmoil now barely ripple the surface of your inner calm. You will discover a newfound freedom, a sense of mastery over your own being that will transform every aspect of your life. Imagine, if you will, how your relationships would change if you no longer reacted from a place of insecurity or fear. Picture the opportunities that would open up to you in your career if you could remain calm and centered in the face of challenges. Envision the sense of peace and fulfillment that would permeate your life when you are no longer at the mercy of your emotional reactions. This, my friends, is the promise of emotional mastery. This is the power that lies dormant within you, waiting to be awakened by the touch of your imagination. But let us delve deeper into this mystery, for the power of not reacting extends far beyond mere emotional control. It is, in truth, the key to unlocking the very nature of your reality. For you see, your reactions to the world around you are the brushstrokes with which you paint your experience of life. When you react unconsciously, you are allowing circumstances to dictate the content of your consciousness. But when you choose your response consciously, you become the author of your own story. Consider for a moment the last time you received news that you perceived as negative. Perhaps it was a setback in your career, a health challenge, or a conflict in a relationship. In that moment, did you not feel as though your emotional reaction was inevitable, even justified? Did you not feel as though the circumstance itself demanded a particular response? This, my dear listeners, is a great illusion that keeps us bound to the wheel of unconscious reaction. For in truth, no external circumstance has the power to determine your emotional state. Your reaction is always a choice, even if it is a choice made unconsciously based on habit and conditioning. When you truly understand this, when you internalize this truth at the deepest level of your being, you will have taken the first step towards true freedom, for you will realize that you are not a victim of circumstances, but the creator of your own experience. Let me offer you another technique to help you cultivate this understanding. Throughout your day, whenever you encounter a situation that would normally trigger an emotional reaction, pause and ask yourself this question. How else could I choose to see this? Allow your imagination to present you with alternative perspectives. Perhaps what seems like a setback is actually an opportunity in disguise. Maybe the person who seems to be opposing you is, in fact, playing a role in your growth and development. As you practice this, you will begin to see that your interpretation of events, not the events themselves, determines your emotional response. And your interpretation is always a choice. This realization is profoundly liberating, for it places the power squarely in your hands. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstances, but the conscious creator of your own emotional landscape. But let us go even further, for the power of not reacting extends beyond mere interpretation. It is, in fact, the gateway to a profound shift in consciousness. When you cease to react unconsciously to the world around you, you create a space in which a new awareness can emerge. This awareness is not bound by the limitations of your conditioned mind. It is not confined to the narrow perspective of the ego. It is, in truth, the awareness of your true self, the I am that is one with the infinite creative power of the universe. In this space of non-reaction, you may begin to perceive reality in a radically different way. You may start to see that the world around you is not fixed and unchangeable, but fluid and responsive to your consciousness. You may realize that what you once perceived as separate and external is, in fact, an extension of your own being. This shift in perception is the true aim of emotional mastery. For when you no longer react unconsciously to the world around you, you create the conditions for a new kind of action to emerge, an action that springs not from conditioning or habit, but from the depths of your true self. This action is spontaneous, creative, and aligned with the highest good of all. Imagine, if you will, how your life would transform if every action you took came from this place of deep alignment. Picture the impact you could have on the world around you if you were no longer driven by unconscious reactions, but moved by the wisdom of your true self. Envision the sense of purpose and fulfillment that would infuse your days when you are living from this state of conscious creation. This, my friends, is the promise of the power of not reacting. This is the potential that lies within each of you, waiting to be realized. But let me be clear, this is not a path for the faint of heart. It requires courage to face your own reactions without flinching. It demands persistence to continue the practice even when old habits seem insurmountable. And above all, it calls for faith. Faith in the power of your own imagination, faith in the wisdom of your true self, faith in the fundamental goodness of the universe. Yet I assure you, the rewards of this path are beyond measure. For as you master the art of not reacting, as you learn to control your emotions through the power of your imagination, you will discover a freedom that few have ever known. You will tap into a wellspring of creativity and power that will transform not only your own life, but the lives of all those around you. Let us now explore how this power of not reacting can be applied in your daily life. For it is in the crucible of everyday experience that this practice is truly tested and refined. Consider your interactions with others. How often do you find yourself reacting automatically to the words or actions of those around you? Perhaps a colleague's criticism triggers a defensive response. Maybe a loved one's behavior provokes feelings of anger or resentment. In these moments, you have a choice. You can allow the habitual reaction to play out, or you can pause, step back into awareness, and choose a different response. When you choose not to react, you create a space in which true communication can occur. You allow yourself to truly listen, to understand the other person's perspective without the distortion of your own emotional filters. From this space, you can respond with wisdom and compassion in a way that serves the highest good of all involved. This practice can transform your relationships in profound ways. Imagine how your interactions would change if you were no longer triggered by the words or actions of others. Picture the depth of understanding and connection that could develop when you are able to listen without judgment, to respond without reactivity. This is the power that lies within your grasp. But the applications of this practice extend far beyond personal relationships. Consider how it could transform your professional life. In the fast-paced, high-pressure world of business, emotional reactivity can be a significant liability. It can cloud your judgment, impair your decision-making, and damage important relationships. But when you cultivate the power of not reacting, you develop a remarkable ability to remain calm and centered, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. You become able to see opportunities where others see only obstacles. You can make decisions based on clarity and wisdom rather than fear or anger. Imagine yourself in a high-stakes negotiation, facing an aggressive opponent. In the past, their tactics might have provoked an emotional reaction, causing you to lose your composure and potentially the deal. But now, having cultivated the power of not reacting, you remain calm and centered. You see through their aggressive posturing to the underlying needs and fears driving their behavior. From this place of clarity, you can navigate the negotiation with skill and grace, achieving an outcome that serves all parties. This is not mere fantasy, my friends. This is the real-world power of emotional mastery. This is the transformation that awaits you as you cultivate the art of not reacting. But let us go deeper still, for the power of not reacting holds the key to an even more profound transformation. As you practice this art, as you learn to observe your emotions without being swept away by them, you will begin to notice something remarkable. You will start to see that your emotions, no matter how intense or overwhelming they may seem, are not solid, unchanging entities. They are, in fact, fluid, ever-changing experiences arising in the field of your awareness. This realization is profoundly liberating, for when you truly see the ephemeral nature of your emotions, you will no longer be compelled to cling to them or push them away. You will be able to experience them fully without resistance, knowing that, like all things, they too shall pass. From this place of non-resistance, a new kind of emotional intelligence begins to emerge. You become able to use your emotions as valuable sources of information and energy, rather than being used by them. You can harness the passion of anger to fuel positive change, channel the energy of fear to focused action, transmute the heaviness of sadness into deep compassion. Imagine how your life would transform if you could relate to your emotions in this way. Picture the sense of freedom and empowerment that would arise when you no longer fear any emotional state, knowing that you have the capacity to experience it fully and use it wisely. This, my friends, is the true mastery that awaits you on this path. But let me be clear. This mastery does not mean suppressing or denying your emotions. Quite the contrary. It means developing the capacity to feel more deeply, more fully than ever before. For when you are no longer afraid of your emotions, when you no longer need to defend against them, you can open yourself to the full spectrum of human experience. This opening, this willingness to feel deeply, is the gateway to a life of richness and depth that few ever experience. It allows you to connect more authentically with others, to appreciate the beauty of life more fully, to love more deeply and fearlessly. Imagine how your relationships would blossom if you could bring this emotional depth and authenticity to them. Picture the impact you could have on the world if you could feel the pain of others without being overwhelmed. If you could channel your passion and compassion into effective action. This is the promise of emotional mastery. This is the transformation that awaits you as you cultivate the power of not reacting. But there is more, my dear listeners. For as you deepen in this practice, as you become more and more established in the art of not reacting, you will begin to touch upon a truth that is both profoundly simple and endlessly mysterious. You will start to realize that beneath the ever-changing flow of thoughts and emotions, beneath the myriad experiences that make up your life, there is a constant, unchanging presence. This presence is your true self, the I am that I spoke of earlier. It is the awareness in which all experiences arise and subside. It is the silent witness that remains unchanged amidst the drama of life. As you learn to rest in this presence, to identify with it rather than with the contents of your consciousness, you will discover a peace that passes all understanding. From this place of deep peace, life begins to unfold in a new way. The struggles and dramas that once seemed so important begin to lose their grip. You find yourself moving through life with a sense of ease and grace, responding to each moment with wisdom and compassion. This, my friends, is the ultimate fruit of the practice of not reacting. It is nothing less than the discovery of your true nature, the realization of your oneness with the infinite creative power of the universe. But let me be clear, this realization is not an endpoint, but a beginning. It is not a state to be achieved and then clung to, but a living reality to be embodied more and more fully each day. It is a journey of endless unfolding, of ever-deepening understanding and expression. As you walk this path, you will find that the power of not reacting becomes as natural as breathing. It becomes not something you do, but simply what you are. You become a living embodiment of peace, a beacon of wisdom and compassion in a world that sorely needs these qualities. Imagine the impact you could have on the world from this place of deep alignment with your true nature. Picture the ripple effects that would spread out from your presence, touching the lives of all those you encounter. Envision a world in which more and more people are awakening to this power within themselves, choosing conscious response over unconscious reaction. This, my dear friends, is the world that we are here to create. This is the transformation that is possible when we harness the power of our imagination, when we master the art of not reacting. As we draw this talk to a close, I want to leave you with a simple but powerful practice. Each night, as you lay down to sleep, take a few moments to review your day. Notice the times when you reacted unconsciously, when you were swept away by your emotions. Don't judge these moments, simply observe them with compassion. Then, using the power of your imagination, revisit these scenes, but this time see yourself responding from a place of emotional mastery. Feel the calm, the clarity, the wisdom that flows through you in these imagined scenarios. Experience the positive outcomes that arise from your conscious response. As you fall asleep, carry this imagery with you into your slumber. Allow your subconscious mind to work with these new patterns throughout the night. For remember, your imagination, especially when combined with a relaxed state of sleep, is a powerful tool for reshaping your consciousness. With consistent practice, you will find that this imaginal exercise begins to bear fruit in your waking life. You will discover yourself naturally responding with more wisdom and grace in challenging situations. You will feel a growing sense of mastery over your emotional state. But remember, this is not about achieving perfection. There will still be times when you react unconsciously, when you are caught off guard by your emotions. When this happens, don't blame yourself. Instead, celebrate. For each time you notice your reaction, you are strengthening your awareness. Each moment of unconsciousness that you recognize is an opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. My dear friends, the power to transform your life lies within you. It is not something to be acquired, but something to be realized and expressed. The art of not reacting, the mastery of your emotions, is your birthright. It is the key that unlocks the door to a life of freedom, purpose, and deep fulfillment. As you leave this gathering today, I urge you to carry this understanding with you. Let it infuse every aspect of your life. Practice the art of not reacting in your daily interactions. Use your imagination to cultivate emotional mastery. Above all, have faith in the process. Trust in the wisdom of your true self to guide you on this journey. Remember, you are not your reactions. You are not your emotions. You are the awareness in which all these experiences arise. You are the I am one with the infinite creative power of the universe. As you align more and more fully with this truth, you will find yourself naturally expressing the qualities of love, wisdom, and compassion that are your true nature. Go forth, my friends, and be the living embodiment of this truth. Let your presence be a blessing to all those you encounter. For as you master the art of not reacting, as you learn to control your emotions through the power of your imagination, you become a force for positive transformation in the world. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, you have taken that step. You have set your foot upon the path of emotional mastery, of conscious creation. The road ahead may not always be easy, but I assure you, it is infinitely rewarding. As you continue on this journey, know that you are not alone. The same power that flows through me flows through you. The same wisdom that guides me guides you. We are one in the depths of our being, united in the grand adventure of awakening to our true nature. So go now with courage and faith to live the truth that you have heard today. Let your life be a testament to the power of conscious response, of emotional mastery. Let your presence in the world be a reminder to all of the divine potential that resides within each of us. For in mastering the art of not reacting and learning to control your emotions, you are doing more than just improving your own life. You are participating in the evolution of consciousness itself. You are playing your part in the grand unfolding of life's endless potential. This, my dear friends, is your calling. This is your destiny. Embrace it with all your heart and watch as miracles unfold in your life. Thank you for your attention, for your willingness to explore these profound truths. May your journey be blessed with insight, growth, and ever-deepening realization of your true nature. Until we meet again, remember, you are the operant power in your world. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible.
When you begin to speak the words, even the impossible will manifest for you. Repeat them not merely as a phrase, but as a powerful affirmation that permeates your entire being. Say it until it becomes part of your reality. Do not underestimate the force behind repetition. With every repetition, you are not just speaking words, you are laying the foundation for a new reality. You are affirming that there is no limit to what you can experience, and in doing so, you are becoming one with the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. In the beginning, you may doubt these words. You may wonder how something that seems impossible could possibly manifest in your life. But that doubt is simply a reflection of the old, limited way of thinking. By repeating this affirmation, you are shifting the pattern of your mind. You are reprogramming your subconscious to align with the vast power of creation that exists within you. As you repeat these words, see them as a declaration of your truth. Know that every time you speak, you are inviting that truth into your life. The impossible is not something that happens in another realm, nor is it something that happens only for a few. It is for you, and it will come to you. The very act of speaking these words connects you to the infinite potential of your inner world, and in that space, all things are possible. Feel the words settle deeply into your consciousness. Even the impossible will manifest for you. You are not just wishing for something, you are calling it into being. The universe responds to your belief, to your certainty. When you say these words, you affirm that you believe in your power to bring what seems impossible into your life. Speak these words with full conviction. As you repeat them, let go of any limiting thoughts that have held you back. The power of the words themselves will dissolve those limitations. They carry with them a force that cannot be denied. The impossible is not an obstacle, but a challenge that you are more than capable of overcoming. It's important to remember that the process of manifestation is not about striving or pushing against what is. It is about alignment. The more you repeat this phrase, the more you align yourself with the energy of possibility. This energy knows no bounds, no limits, and it begins to reshape your reality. As you speak, visualize the impossible becoming your reality. See it as already done, already in your life, already part of your experience. The more you repeat these words, the more you begin to embody the state of mind that allows the impossible to unfold. You are not merely waiting for the impossible to happen, you are living as though it has already occurred. You are walking through your day with the assurance that everything you desire, no matter how impossible it may seem, is already on its way to you. Now let go of the need to control how or when it will manifest. The moment you stop controlling, the moment you allow the universe to work in its own perfect timing, the impossible begins to unfold naturally. Trust that it is happening, even if your outer world has not yet reflected it. Every moment of doubt is an invitation to strengthen your belief, to remind yourself that even the impossible will manifest for you. So repeat these words 100 times or more. Each repetition is a reminder of your infinite power. Each repetition is a declaration that you are open to receiving the unimaginable. Trust the process and know that as you continue, you are moving closer to the realization of the impossible in your life. Speak it, believe it, and live it, for even the impossible will manifest for you. When you affirm that even the impossible will manifest for you, you are tapping into a truth that transcends the physical world. It is not a truth bound by logic or limited by what your senses perceive. Instead, it is a truth rooted in the limitless potential of your imagination. The words you speak are seeds, and with every repetition, you are planting them in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. This soil, rich and boundless, will yield a harvest beyond your wildest dreams, if only you believe in its power. To believe in the impossible is not to entertain fantasy, but to awaken to the higher reality that lies within you. What you call impossible is merely the result of conditioned thinking patterns of doubt and fear that have been woven into the fabric of your mind over years of living in a world that prioritizes what it can see and measure. But the unseen forces within you are far more potent than anything visible. When you repeat these words, you are summoning those forces into action. Close your eyes for a moment and let the words wash over you. Even the impossible will manifest for you. Say them slowly, deliberately. With each repetition, feel the truth of them sinking deeper into your being. Allow your imagination to take over. See the impossible as already real. Feel the emotions you would feel if it were true. Let joy, gratitude, and peace fill your heart. These emotions are the evidence of things unseen. They are the confirmation that the impossible is not only possible but inevitable. Do not be swayed by appearances. The outer world may contradict what you are affirming. It may present challenges or suggest that nothing is changing. But the outer world is merely a reflection of your past beliefs. It has no power over the present moment unless you give it that power. By repeating this affirmation, you are rewriting the script. You are declaring that the impossible has no hold over you and that it must yield to the authority of your inner vision. The key is persistence. Say these words not once, not twice, but 100 times. Say them until they become as natural as your breath. Repetition is the art of creation. Each time you repeat this phrase, you are impressing it upon the infinite mind within you. And that infinite mind is incapable of failing. It will respond to the pattern you create with your words, just as a mirror reflects the image before it. Keep speaking, even when doubt arises, even when fear whispers that it cannot be so. Speak louder than your doubts. Speak with unwavering confidence, knowing that your words carry the power of life itself. You must also align your actions with this truth. Live as though the impossible is already manifesting for you. Walk with the assurance that what you seek is seeking you. Act in faith even when you cannot see the outcome. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you act as if the impossible is real, you are demonstrating your belief to the universe, and the universe will respond in kind. Remember, it is not your job to figure out how the impossible will come to pass. That is the work of a higher power, a force that knows no limits and requires no explanation. Your only task is to believe, to hold steadfastly to the vision, and to affirm with conviction that even the impossible will manifest for you. Trust in the process, even when it feels slow or uncertain. The impossible often unfolds in ways you could never predict. It arrives quietly, like the dawn after a long night, bringing with it a beauty that takes your breath away. Let these words become a part of your daily practice. Speak them as you wake in the morning, as you go about your day, and as you drift off to sleep at night. Let them echo in your mind until they become the rhythm of your life. The more you repeat them, the more they will shape your reality. You will begin to notice small shifts, signs that the impossible is taking form. A door that was once closed may suddenly open. A path that seemed blocked may clear without effort. These are the whispers of manifestation, the first fruits of your affirmation. Do not allow doubt to take root in your heart. Doubt is the thief of dreams, the voice that tells you the impossible is beyond your reach. But you are greater than doubt. You are the creator of your experience, the master of your destiny. When doubt arises, counter it with this affirmation. Speak it boldly, as a warrior speaks in the face of battle. Even the impossible manifests for you. There is no power that can stand against a mind that is united in belief. Every great achievement, every miracle, every breakthrough once seemed impossible to someone. But those who dared to believe in the impossible discovered that it was never beyond their grasp. They understood the truth that you are now embracing, that what you focus on with unwavering faith must come to pass. The same power that brought their dreams to life resides in you. It is not reserved for the few or the fortunate. It is universal, eternal, and available to all who claim it. As you continue to repeat these words, notice how your perspective begins to shift. The impossible no longer feels so distant. It becomes something tangible, something real. You start to see opportunities where there were once obstacles. You feel a sense of peace, knowing that the outcome is already assured. This is the power of faith in action. It transforms not only your outer world, but your inner world as well. Be patient with yourself and with the process. Manifestation is not always instantaneous, but it is always certain. Trust that every repetition of these words is bringing you closer to the fulfillment of your desires. Trust that the impossible is being made possible, not in some far-off future, but here and now. For time is an illusion, and the only moment that truly exists is this one. In this moment, you are creating your reality. In this moment, even the impossible is becoming real. Speak these words as though your life depends on them, for in many ways it does. The life you desire, the life you are destined to live, depends on your willingness to believe in the impossible. It depends on your ability to see beyond what is and to call forth what could be. You have that ability. You have that power. And as you speak, you are using it to shape a future that is brighter and more abundant than you can imagine. Continue to affirm this truth. Let it be the mantra that carries you through every challenge, every doubt, every fear. Speak it with love, with joy, with certainty. Speak it until it becomes your reality. Even the impossible will manifest for you. This is not just a promise, it is a fact. And as you embrace it, you will witness miracles unfold before your very eyes. The impossible is not a wall that blocks your path, it is a door waiting to be opened by your faith. Each time you speak these words, even the impossible will manifest for you. You are turning the key that unlocks that door. Your words carry a vibration, a frequency that resonates with the creative power of the universe. This power does not discriminate between what you call possible or impossible. It only responds to the energy of your belief, to the persistence of your affirmation, and to the depth of your conviction. As you continue to repeat this truth, allow yourself to feel its weight and its lightness. These words are both a promise and an invitation. A promise that the infinite within you will rise to meet the challenges you face, and an invitation to step into the fullness of who you are. Speak them not as someone who is wishing for a better reality, but as someone who knows that reality is already theirs. Speak them with the authority of a creator who commands the elements of life to align in their favor. Your imagination is your greatest tool in this journey. It is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the possible and the impossible. When you affirm that even the impossible will manifest for you, engage your imagination fully. Close your eyes and picture the life you desire. Feel it, hear it, touch it in your mind. Let every detail become vivid and alive. This act of imagining is not idle daydreaming, it is the blueprint for the reality you are creating. It is the process by which the unseen becomes seen. Do not be concerned with how your vision will come to pass. The path may not be clear and the steps may seem uncertain, but that is not your concern. Your role is not to map out the journey, but to trust in the destination. Trust that the infinite intelligence of the universe knows the way, and it will guide you step by step. Trust that your words, spoken with belief, are activating forces far beyond what you can comprehend. These forces are already working on your behalf, orchestrating events, aligning circumstances, and opening doors you cannot yet see. Persist in your affirmation, even when the world seems to contradict you. Persist even when doubts arise and the impossible feels insurmountable. These are the moments when your faith is being refined, when your belief is being strengthened. Speak the words louder with greater determination until they drown out every whisper of doubt. Even the impossible will manifest for you. Say it until you believe it, and then say it again until it becomes the only truth you know. There is no need to force or strain. The power of manifestation lies in ease and surrender. Speak these words gently but firmly, with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are destined for greatness. Let them flow from you like a river, steady and unstoppable. As you do, you will begin to notice shifts in your energy, in your thoughts, and in your emotions. You will feel a sense of peace, a deep knowing that what you seek is already seeking you. Pay attention to the signs around you. The universe is always communicating, always responding to the energy you emit. As you repeat this affirmation, you will notice subtle shifts of conversation that inspires you, an opportunity that appears unexpectedly, a feeling of clarity that guides your next step. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations that your words are taking root and beginning to bear fruit. Celebrate these signs, no matter how small they seem, for they are evidence that the impossible is becoming possible. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for the manifestation that is on its way. Gratitude is a powerful force that accelerates the process of creation. When you give thanks for what you desire as though it is already yours, you are aligning yourself with the reality you seek. Gratitude is the language of the universe, and it responds to your thankfulness with even greater abundance. So as you repeat these words, let your heart overflow with gratitude for the miracles unfolding in your life. Do not be discouraged by the passage of time. The impossible does not adhere to human schedules or deadlines. It unfolds in its own perfect timing, often when you least expect it. Trust that every moment of waiting is preparing you for the manifestation to come. Trust that the delays are not denials but opportunities for growth and alignment. Keep speaking your truth, keep believing, and know that the fulfillment of your desire is inevitable. You are not alone in this journey. The same creative power that formed the stars, the oceans, and the mountains dwells within you. It is a part of you, inseparable and eternal. When you affirm that even the impossible will manifest for you, you are not asking for something outside yourself to intervene. You are awakening the divine within, the part of you that knows no limits and cannot fail. This power is always with you, ready to bring forth whatever you dare to believe. As you continue to repeat these words, let them transform not only your circumstances but also your identity. You are no longer someone who hopes for change, you are someone who creates it. You are no longer someone who dreams of the impossible, you are someone who lives it. Let this affirmation reshape how you see yourself and the world around you. Let it remind you that you are powerful beyond measure and capable of achieving anything you set your heart and mind to. Speak these words in moments of doubt, in moments of fear, and in moments of joy. Speak them when you rise in the morning and when you lay your head to rest at night. Speak them until they are the first thought in your mind and the last on your lips. Let them become the rhythm of your life, a steady pulse that carries you forward. With every repetition, you are building a reality where the impossible is not only possible but inevitable. Even the impossible will manifest for you. These words are not just an affirmation, they are a command to the universe, a declaration of your power, and a promise of the miracles to come. Speak them, believe them, and live them. As you do, you will discover that there is no limit to what you can create, no dream too big, and no reality too extraordinary. The impossible is yours, and it is waiting for you to claim it. Even the impossible will manifest for you. These words are a sacred thread, connecting you to the limitless possibilities of creation. They are not just sounds or symbols, they are seeds sown into the fertile soil of your mind. With every repetition, you water these seeds, nurture them with the light of your belief, and watch as they grow into the manifestations you once considered beyond your reach. Feel the power of these words resonate within you. They are a call to the divine essence within you, a reminder of your infinite potential. Every time you speak them, you align yourself with the truth that all things are possible to those who believe. Doubt may try to creep in, whispering that your dreams are too big, your circumstances too difficult, or your past too burdensome. But with every affirmation, you silence those whispers and amplify the voice of faith within you. This is not the time to focus on what you lack or what seems to stand in your way. Shift your attention to the abundance that is already yours. Visualize your desires with vivid clarity, as if they are already here. And feel the joy of living in the reality you are creating. Let your imagination take you beyond the limitations of the present moment and into the realm where the impossible is already unfolded. Your imagination is not a fleeting escape, it is the blueprint for your future. There is no need to convince anyone of your vision or seek validation from others. The power to manifest lies within you, not in the opinions of the world around you. Others may not see what you see or believe what you believe, but that is of no consequence. The divine does not require external agreement to bring forth your dreams. It only requires your unwavering faith and your willingness to trust in the process. Keep repeating these words with conviction. Even the impossible will manifest for you. Speak them as a declaration, not a question. Speak them as a truth that is already unfolding in your life. Let them become a mantra that anchors you in moments of doubt and propels you forward in moments of inspiration. These words are your compass, pointing you toward the life you are meant to live. Feel the transformation that begins within as you persist in your affirmation. Your thoughts become aligned with possibility, your emotions become infused with hope, and your actions become guided by faith. This inner shift creates a ripple effect that extends outward, influencing the people you meet, the opportunities that come your way, and the circumstances that shape your path. The world around you begins to reflect the truth you have embraced, that even the impossible is possible for you. Do not let the appearance of obstacles deter you. Obstacles are not signs of failure, they are stepping stones to your success. They are opportunities for growth, resilience, and refinement. Every challenge you face is preparing you for the fulfillment of your desires. Embrace them with gratitude, knowing that they are part of the divine plan for your life. Speak your affirmation even louder in the face of difficulty, and watch as the very things that seem to block your path transform into stepping stones that lead you forward. Time is not your enemy, it is your ally. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. The seeds you plant today may not bear fruit tomorrow, but they will bear fruit in their season. Be patient and trust the process. The universe operates on a timeline that is beyond human understanding, but it is always working for your highest good. Your role is to remain steadfast in your belief, knowing that your words and your faith are creating a reality that will manifest at exactly the right moment. As you continue to repeat these words, allow yourself to release the need to control every detail. Surrender does not mean giving up, it means trusting that the divine knows the best way to bring your desires to fruition. It means letting go of fear and doubt and stepping into a state of peace and assurance. The more you trust, the more you allow the flow of miracles into your life. The impossible is not a burden to carry, it is a gift to receive. Feel the power of gratitude as you affirm your truth. Gratitude is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Give thanks for the manifestations that are on their way, even before they arrive. Celebrate the small signs of progress, and let them fuel your belief in the greater miracles to come. Gratitude transforms your energy, aligning you with the abundance that is already yours. Every word you speak, every thought you think, and every emotion you feel is a thread in the tapestry of your reality. By repeating these words, you are weaving a masterpiece that reflects the infinite possibilities within you. You are shaping a life that is not limited by fear or doubt, but is guided by faith and love. You are creating a reality where the impossible is not only possible but inevitable. Even the impossible will manifest for you. Let this truth sink into the deepest parts of your being. Let it become the foundation upon which you build your dreams. With every repetition, you are not just speaking words, you are activating a power that transcends time and space. You are stepping into your role as a co-creator with the divine, a vessel through which miracles flow. This journey is not just about achieving a specific goal or manifesting a particular desire. It is about discovering who you truly are, limitless, being capable of creating a life that reflects the beauty and power of the divine. It is about awakening to the truth that there are no boundaries to what you can achieve, no limits to what you can experience, and no dreams too big for you to realize. Keep speaking these words, not just with your voice, but with your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Let them echo through every fiber of your being until they become your reality. Even the impossible will manifest for you. This is not just a promise, it is a certainty. It is the essence of who you are and the truth of the universe that surrounds you. Trust in it, believe in it, and live in the knowing that the impossible is already yours. Even the impossible will manifest for you. This is a truth that transcends the limitations of the physical world, a divine promise that knows no barriers or boundaries. It does not matter what the current circumstances of your life may look like. It does not matter how improbable, unreachable, or far away your dreams may appear. The essence of creation itself bends to your belief, responding not to the evidence of your senses, but to the persistence of your imagination and faith. Persist in the affirmation with every fiber of your being. Each time you repeat these words, you are not merely stating a hope or wish, you are claiming a reality that already exists in the unseen realm. The impossible is not a distant destination, it is a shift in your awareness, a new state of being that you step into with unwavering conviction. The external world is but a reflection of the internal world. Change within, and the outer reality will follow. Do not wait for evidence to confirm your belief. The unseen always precedes the seen. Your work is not to figure out how your desires will come to fruition. Your work is to stand firm in the knowing that they are already yours. Imagine with vivid detail the life you wish to live, and hold that vision steadfastly in your mind. Let it become more real to you than the circumstances you see with your physical eyes. Feel the joy, the peace, and the fulfillment of having already received what you seek. This is the key to unlocking the impossible. As you repeat the affirmation, you are aligning yourself with the highest vibrations of creation. The words are not empty, they are charged with the energy of possibility. Speak them with conviction, with authority, and with love. Even when doubt creeps in, when the outer world contradicts your inner vision, return to these words. They are your anchor in the storm, your guiding light in the darkness. With every repetition, you strengthen your connection to the divine power that makes all things possible. The journey to manifesting the impossible is not one of force or struggle. It is a journey of trust, surrender, and unwavering belief. You do not need to manipulate circumstances or fight against the flow of life. Instead, you need only to align yourself with the truth of your being. You are not separate from the source of creation, you are an extension of it. What the divine can do, you can do, for the same power resides within you. The impossible becomes possible when you remember this truth and live from it. Feel the shift in your energy as you persist in your affirmation. The words are not merely spoken, they are felt, embodied, and lived. They transform the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you act. You begin to carry yourself with the confidence of someone who knows that all things are working together for their good. You begin to see the world not as a place of limitation, but as a canvas upon which you can paint your dreams. Opportunities appear where there were none before. Solutions arise effortlessly. The impossible begins to take shape in ways you could never have imagined. This is the power of faith in action. Faith is not blind optimism or wishful thinking. It is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, the force that calls the unmanifest into being. When you declare that even the impossible will manifest for you, you are activating this force within you. You are stepping into the role of creator, partnering with the divine to bring forth miracles. Do not be discouraged by delays or setbacks. These are not signs of failure, but stepping stones on the path to your dreams. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to deepen your faith, to refine your vision, and to strengthen your resolve. Embrace these moments with gratitude, for they are part of the process. The divine is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances to bring your desires into reality. Trust in the timing, and know that what is meant for you will not pass you by. The power of repetition cannot be underestimated. Every time you affirm the truth, you are reinforcing it in your subconscious mind. The subconscious does not argue or reason, it simply accepts what it is given. Feed it with the words of possibility, and it will work tirelessly to bring them to pass. The more you repeat the affirmation, the more natural it becomes. It moves from being a conscious effort to an automatic truth, a part of who you are. Imagine for a moment the life you would live if you truly believed that even the impossible could manifest for you. How would you think, speak, and act? What risks would you take? What dreams would you pursue? Step into that version of yourself now. Live as if the impossible is already unfolding in your life. This is not pretense, it is preparation. It is aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the reality you wish to create. The universe responds to who you are, not just what you want. Let go of any lingering doubts or fears. They have no power over you unless you give it to them. Fear is a shadow, a distortion of truth, and it cannot stand in the presence of faith. When fear arises, return to your affirmation. Speak the words with even greater conviction, even the impossible will manifest for me. Let the truth of these words wash over you, dissolving every trace of doubt and replacing it with unshakable confidence. Gratitude is a powerful force that accelerates the manifestation process. Give thanks for the fulfillment of your desires, even before they appear in the physical realm. Gratitude is a declaration of trust, a recognition that your dreams are already on their way. It shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from waiting to receiving. As you affirm the truth, let your heart overflow with gratitude for the miracles unfolding in your life. This attitude of gratitude opens the floodgates of blessings and aligns you with the flow of divine abundance. Your affirmation is more than a statement, it is a command, a declaration, and a prophecy. Speak it boldly, knowing that you are co-creating with the infinite power of the universe. Even the impossible will manifest for you. Let these words become your mantra, your prayer, and your truth. Carry them with you wherever you go, and let them guide you through every moment of doubt, every challenge, and every triumph. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. The divine is with you, supporting you, and guiding you every step of the way. You are part of a greater plan, a divine design that is unfolding perfectly. Trust in this plan and trust in yourself. You have been given the power to create, to manifest, and to live a life that reflects the infinite possibilities of the universe. Step into this power with faith and know that even the impossible is within your reach. Repeat these words until they become the foundation of your being. Even the impossible will manifest for you. The power to manifest even the impossible lies within you, a gift bestowed by the divine essence that flows through your being. As you persist in affirming this truth, you align yourself with the limitless potential of creation. Let your belief be unshakable, your imagination vivid, and your gratitude abundant. Trust that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, working tirelessly to bring your vision to life. Carry these words with you as a beacon of hope and a declaration of faith. Even the impossible will manifest for me. They are not mere affirmations, but a call to step into your divine nature as a creator. With every repetition, you are shaping your reality, inviting miracles, and unlocking doors you once believed were closed. Hold this truth in your heart: the impossible is not a barrier, but an opportunity for faith to reveal its greatest power. Believe, persist, and embrace the journey, for what awaits you is a life beyond your wildest dreams. Even the impossible will manifest for you because you were made to bring the extraordinary into being.
I want to share with you a profound truth about the nature of hatred and your relationship to it. What others feel toward you, their hatred, their judgment, their criticism, is nothing but their state of consciousness made visible. It has nothing to do with who you truly are. Let me tell you a great secret. When others hate you, they are not actually hating you. They are hating a concept they have created in their own consciousness. They are hating an imagination they have constructed. They are hating their own projection. In the Bible it states, the world cannot hate you, but it hates me because they testify that its works are evil. This is not speaking of a physical person being hated. It is speaking of the state of consciousness that rises above the world's limitations and judgments. Consider this profound truth. When you understand that others' hatred is merely their state of consciousness externalized, you are freed from the need to change their minds or win their approval. You are liberated to occupy the state of consciousness you choose. You see, when someone expresses hatred toward you, what is really happening? They are showing you their state of consciousness. They are revealing their limitations, their fears, their own inner conflicts. Their hatred has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their state. Let me share with you what I call the law of projected consciousness. Whatever others project onto you, whether love or hate, acceptance or rejection, is merely their state of consciousness made visible. You are not the target of their hatred. You are the screen upon which they project their state. Consider this deeply when you understand this truth. Others' hatred loses its power over you. Their judgment becomes meaningless. Their criticism becomes irrelevant. For you understand that they are not seeing you, they are seeing their own state reflected back to them. Let me tell you about something I call the state of divine indifference. This is not coldness or lack of caring. This is the state where you are so secure in your own consciousness that others' opinions, whether love or hate, have no power to move you from your chosen state. This is what the scripture means when it says, let them alone, they be blessed. You don't fight against their hatred. You don't try to change their minds. You simply remain in your chosen state, allowing them to occupy whatever state they choose. Now, here is the wonderful news. Their hatred can actually serve as a confirmation that you are occupying a state beyond their current understanding. Their rejection can be a sign that you have transcended the limitations they still accept as real. Let me share with you what I call the law of transcendent consciousness. When you occupy a state that transcends others' limitations, their hatred is often automatic. They hate what they don't understand. They reject what they cannot comprehend within their current state. But remember, their hatred is their limitation, not yours. Their rejection is their boundary, not yours. Their judgment is their prison, not yours. Consider what the scripture means when it says, "Blessed are ye, when men shall hate you." This is not celebrating hatred. This is acknowledging that when you occupy a state beyond others' understanding, their hatred is often inevitable and ultimately irrelevant. Let me share with you another powerful truth. When you are secure in your own state of consciousness, others' hatred becomes a tool for your growth, rather than a weapon for your destruction. Their rejection becomes confirmation of your transcendence, rather than evidence of your unworthiness. Think about this deeply. Every great advancement in human consciousness has been met with hatred. Every expansion of human potential has been resisted. Every breakthrough has been rejected until it became the new normal. Let me share with you another profound dimension of this truth. Consider what happens in your consciousness when you encounter others' hatred. Most people make what I call the fundamental error. They try to escape the hatred, prove themselves worthy, or fight against the rejection. But I tell you this, all of these responses come from accepting their hatred as having power over you. Instead, let me share with you what I call the law of conscious elevation. When others hate you, use their hatred as a stepping stone to elevate your consciousness even higher. In the Bible it states, "Love your enemies, bless them that curse you." This is not mere moral advice. This is a profound psychological law. When you can remain in a state of love while others hate, when you can maintain your chosen state while others reject you, you are demonstrating mastery over consciousness. Consider this deeply. When others hate you, they are actually giving you an opportunity to prove the power of your consciousness. They are providing you with a chance to demonstrate that external conditions have no power over your internal state. Let me share with you what I call the law of opposite assumption. When faced with hatred, instead of contracting in fear or expanding in anger, assume the exact opposite state. If they project hatred, assume love. If they project rejection, assume acceptance. If they project limitation, assume abundance. You see, most people make the mistake of meeting hatred with hatred, rejection with rejection, judgment with judgment. But I tell you this, when you do that, you are accepting and energizing the very state you wish to transcend. Consider what the scripture means when it says, "Judge not, that ye be not judged." This is not about morality. This is about the law of consciousness. Whatever state you occupy, whether judgment or acceptance, hatred or love, becomes your experience. Let me share with you what I call the state of divine detachment. This is the state where others' hatred has no power to disturb your peace, where their rejection has no ability to shake your certainty, where their judgment has no capacity to alter your chosen state. This is what the Bible means when it says, "Be in the world, but not of it." You acknowledge the existence of others' hatred while refusing to enter into its state. You recognize their rejection while remaining in your chosen state of acceptance. Think about this profound truth. When others hate you, they are actually telling you more about their limitations than about your worth. Their hatred is a declaration of their boundaries, not your value. Their rejection is a statement of their fears, not your potential. Let me share with you what I call the law of consciousness reflection. Whatever others project onto you is merely a reflection of their own consciousness. Their hatred reflects their limitations. Their rejection reflects their fears. Their judgment reflects their insecurities. But here's the wonderful news. You are not their reflection. You are not their projection. You are not their imagination. You are the pure awareness that can choose which state to occupy, regardless of their projections. Consider this deeply. When others hate you, they are actually giving you a gift. The gift of clarity about which state you choose to occupy. Will you enter their state of hatred? Or will you maintain your state of love? Will you accept their rejection? Or will you remain in acceptance? Let me share with you what I call the law of conscious choice. In every moment of hatred, in every instance of rejection, in every experience of judgment, you have a choice. You can either enter their state or maintain your own. This is what the scripture means when it says, "Choose you this day whom ye shall serve." Will you serve the state of hatred they project, or will you serve the state of love you choose to occupy? Think about this. Every time others hate you, they are actually presenting you with an opportunity to demonstrate the power of your consciousness. Every rejection is a chance to prove that external conditions cannot dictate your internal state. Let me share with you what I call the state of divine immunity. This is the state where others' hatred has no more power to affect your consciousness than a shadow has power to affect the sun. Their rejection has no more ability to shake your state than a wave has power to shake the ocean. This is what the Bible means when it says, "Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world." The state you choose to occupy is greater than any state others project onto you. Consider this profound truth when you truly understand that others' hatred is merely their state made visible. You are freed from the need to defend, explain, or justify. You are liberated to simply be, to occupy your chosen state, regardless of their projections. Let me share with you another profound dimension of this truth. In the Bible, it states, "If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you." This is not about a personal hatred. It's about the world's natural resistance to any consciousness that transcends its limitations. Consider what I call the law of elevated consciousness. When you elevate your consciousness beyond the common state, when you refuse to accept the limitations others embrace, when you choose to live from a higher state, hatred from those still by limitations is natural. You see, their hatred is actually a confirmation that you're no longer operating at their level of consciousness. Their rejection is evidence that you've transcended the state they're currently occupying. Their criticism proves you've moved beyond their limitations. Let me share with you what I call the principle of divine distinction. When others hate you, they are actually helping you distinguish yourself from the mass consciousness. They are helping you confirm your occupation of a higher state. I think about this deeply. Every prophet, every visionary, every individual who has dared to live from a higher state of ahadis has passed, not because they were wrong, but because they were operating from a state beyond the world's current understanding. This is what the scripture means when it says, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you." Don't be surprised by hatred. Don't be shocked by rejection. Don't be dismayed by criticism. These are merely signs that you're no longer conforming to the limitations of mass consciousness. Let me share with you another powerful principle I call the law of persistent elevation. When faced with hatred, don't descend to the state of those who hate you. Don't drop down to their level of consciousness. Instead, use their hatred as momentum to rise even higher. You see, most people make this crucial mistake. When faced with hatred, they try to defend themselves. They try to prove themselves. They try to justify their position. But I tell you this, no defense is necessary when you understand the law of consciousness. Consider this profound truth. Those who hate you are not actually seeing you. They are seeing their own limitations reflected back to them. They are seeing their own fears magnified. They are seeing their own boundaries challenged. Let me share with you what I call the state of divine detachment. This is the state where you are so secure in your consciousness that others' hatred becomes merely interesting rather than impactful. Their rejection becomes informative rather than influential. This is what the scripture means when it says, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." This is not about pardoning enemies. This is about understanding that those who hate you are operating from a state of limited consciousness. They literally know not what they do. Let me share with you another powerful technique I call the consciousness of transcendence. When others express hatred toward you, instead of reacting, pause and ask yourself, what state of consciousness is being revealed here? What limitations are being exposed? You see, their hatred is actually a gift. It's showing you exactly what states of consciousness you've transcended. It's revealing precisely what limitations you've moved beyond. It's confirming exactly how far you've elevated your own consciousness. Consider what happens when you shine a light into darkness. The darkness doesn't attack the light. It simply cannot comprehend it. This is exactly what happens when you operate from a higher state of consciousness. Those in lower states cannot comprehend your state, so they resist it. Let me share with you what I call the law of conscious resistance. The more you elevate your consciousness, the more resistance you will face from those who haven't elevated theirs. The higher you rise, the more those still bound by limitations will resist your rise. But here's the wonderful truth. Their resistance is actually helping you. Their hatred is actually serving you. Their rejection is actually confirming you. For every expression of hatred is merely showing you that you're no longer bound by the limitations they still accept as real. Think about this: when someone hates you for living your truth, for expressing your authentic state, for occupying a higher consciousness, they are actually helping you strengthen your conviction in your chosen state. Let me share with you another profound aspect of this truth. Consider what I call the law of conscious polarization. When you occupy a state that transcends common limitations, you naturally create polarization. Some will be drawn to your light, while others will resist it with hatred. In the Bible it states, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." This is not about physical conflict. It's about the natural division that occurs when you dare to occupy a higher state of consciousness. You see, when you refuse to conform to limitations, when you choose to live from an elevated state, you automatically create what I call the contrast of consciousness. Your very presence becomes a mirror, reflecting back to others their own limitations, their own fears, their own boundaries. Let me share with you what I call the principle of conscious magnetism. The more firmly you occupy your chosen state, the more you will attract both intense love and intense hatred. Those ready to elevate their consciousness will be drawn to you, while those committed to their limitations will resist you. Consider this deeply: their hatred is actually a form of tribute. It's an unconscious acknowledgement that you've transcended the limitations they still accept as real. Their rejection is actually a confirmation that you're no longer bound by the constraints they still embrace. This is what the scripture means when it says, "Ye are the light of the world." When you shine your light, when you live from your elevated state of consciousness, you automatically create contrast. Light doesn't fight darkness, it simply reveals what darkness has been hiding. Let me share with you another powerful principle I call the law of conscious authenticity. The more authentic you are to your chosen state, the more polarization you will create. Some will recognize and resonate with your truth, while others will react with hatred to what they cannot understand. You see, most people make this fundamental error. They try to dim their light to avoid others' hatred. They try to shrink their consciousness to escape others' rejection. They try to conform their state to avoid others' criticism. But I tell you this, dimming your light doesn't serve anyone. Shrinking your consciousness doesn't help anyone. Conforming your state doesn't benefit anyone. The world needs your light in its full intensity, even if that light triggers others' hatred. Let me share with you what I call the state of divine authenticity. This is the state where you are so secure in your chosen consciousness that others' hatred becomes irrelevant to your expression. Their rejection becomes meaningless to your expansion. Their criticism becomes powerless against your truth. This is what the Bible means when it says, "Let your light so shine before men." This is not about seeking attention or provoking reaction. It's about being authentically true to your elevated state of consciousness, regardless of how others respond. Consider this profound truth. When you allow others' hatred to dim your light, you're not just denying yourself, you're denying those who need your light to find their way. When you let others' rejection shrink your consciousness, you're not just limiting yourself, you're limiting those who could be inspired by your example. Let me share with you what I call the law of conscious responsibility. Once you understand that others' hatred is their limitation, not yours, you have a responsibility to maintain your elevated state. Their hatred doesn't give you permission to descend to their level of consciousness. Think about this. Every time you maintain your elevated state in the face of hatred, you're demonstrating what's possible. Every time you stay true to your consciousness despite rejection, you're showing others that they too can transcend limitations. Let me share with you what I call the principle of conscious elevation. When others hate you, they're actually providing you with an opportunity to demonstrate the power of elevated consciousness. Their hatred becomes your chance to show that external conditions need not affect internal state. This is what the scripture means when it says, "Love your enemies, do good to them that hate you." This is not about being nice to those who hate you. It's about maintaining your elevated state of consciousness, regardless of how others react to it. Consider what happens when you remain in love while others hate, when you stay in peace while others attack, when you maintain joy while others reject. You're not just preserving your state, you're demonstrating the power of consciousness over circumstances. Consider what I call the law of conscious expansion. When others hate you, they actually provide you with an opportunity to expand your consciousness even further. Their hatred becomes a catalyst for your growth. In the Bible, it states, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you." This is not celebrating persecution. It's recognizing that opposition can serve as a powerful force for expanding your consciousness. You see, when faced with hatred, most people contract. They shrink. They retreat. But I tell you this, hatred can be the very force that pushes you to expand beyond your current limitations, to occupy even higher states of consciousness. Let me share with you what I call the principle of conscious transformation. Every instance of hatred you encounter is actually an invitation to transform your consciousness. Every rejection is an opportunity to deepen your understanding. Every criticism is a chance to strengthen your state. Consider this deeply. Those who hate you are actually serving as unconscious agents of your expansion. Their hatred provides the resistance against which you can strengthen your conscious power. Their rejection offers the contrast through which you can clarify your chosen state. This is what the scripture means when it says, "The stone which the builders rejected has become the head of the corner." Your very rejection by others can become the foundation of your greatest strength. Let me share with you another powerful principle I call the law of conscious immunity. The more you understand that others' hatred is their state, not yours, the more immune you become to its effects. Their rejection loses its power to disturb your peace. Their criticism fails to shake your certainty. You see, most people make this crucial error. They try to protect themselves from hatred by building walls, by creating defenses, by establishing barriers. But I tell you this, true immunity comes not from protection, but from understanding. Consider what I call the state of divine understanding. This is the state where you so completely understand the nature of consciousness that others' hatred becomes merely interesting rather than threatening. Their rejection becomes instructive rather than destructive. This is what the Bible means when it says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." The truth that sets you free is the understanding that others' hatred is their state, their limitation, their boundary, not yours. Let me share with you what I call the principle of conscious selection. When others hate you, you have a choice in every moment. You can either enter their state of hatred, or you can maintain your chosen state of love. You can accept their rejection, or you can remain in acceptance. Think about this profound truth. Every time others express hatred toward you, they are actually presenting you with an opportunity to choose your state of consciousness. Their hatred becomes the backdrop against which you can demonstrate your conscious power. Let me share with you what I call the law of conscious reflection. Whatever others project onto you, whether hatred, whether love, rejection, or acceptance, is merely a reflection of their state of consciousness. You are the mirror, not the reflection. This is what the scripture means when it says, "Judge not, that ye be not judged." When you understand that all judgment is self-judgment, that all hatred, self-hatred, that all rejection is self-rejection, you are freed from the need to react to others' projections. Consider this, when someone hates you, they are actually showing you their relationship with themselves. When they reject you, they are revealing their rejection of aspects of themselves. When they criticize you, they are expressing their own inner critic. Let me share with you what I call the principle of conscious compassion. When you truly understand that others' hatred comes from their limitations, their fears, their boundaries, you can actually feel compassion for them while maintaining your elevated state. This is not weak compassion that compromises your state. This is strong compassion that understands while remaining unmoved. This is clear compassion that recognizes the source of hatred while refusing to enter its state. Think about this. Every time someone hates you for living your truth, for expressing your light, for occupying your chosen state, they are actually showing you where they feel most limited, most afraid, most bound. I wish to share with you a profound truth about divine compensation. a truth so transformative that it will forever change how you view every seeming loss in your life. For what appears as loss in the world of Caesar is but the setup for divine restoration multiplied. Let me tell you with absolute conviction, the universe, which is nothing more than your own wonderful human imagination externalized, is already in the process of restoring everything you thought was lost. Not merely in equal measure, but pressed down, shaken together, and running over. First, you must grasp this eternal principle. Nothing is ever truly lost in consciousness. What appears as loss in the world of manifestation is merely a temporary state. For all things exist eternally in the mind of God. And are you not told that you are made in His image? Here is the secret of divine restoration that few will ever comprehend. Every seeming loss is actually a divine setup for greater gain. When you truly understand this principle, you will begin to see every loss through the eyes of faith, knowing it is but the catalyst for multiplication. Let me share with you the exact law by which this operates. When something appears to be lost in your world, it is actually being transformed in the invisible realm of consciousness. Like a seed that must fall into the ground and die before it can multiply, your seeming losses are but seeds of multiplication. Now let me reveal to you the precise method by which the universe restores all things, a method so perfect, so divine, that it must repay you not merely what was lost, but with interest compounded by divine law. For every tear you have shed is counted, every disappointment noted, every loss recorded in the divine ledger. When you understand this principle of divine restoration, you will never again fear loss. For what appears as loss in the world of shadows is merely the universe clearing space for greater blessings. Just as a gardener must prune the branches to allow for more abundant growth, so too must certain things be removed from your life to make way for greater good. Here is the exact law. Everything that seems to be taken from you is actually being multiplied in the invisible realm. Your task is not to mourn the loss, but to maintain in consciousness the knowledge of divine restoration. For whatever you hold in consciousness must, by eternal law, externalize in your world. Now, here is something profound about divine compensation that few will ever grasp. The universe doesn't merely replace what was lost, it upgrades it. That relationship that ended, it was making space for a more perfect expression of love. That opportunity that vanished, it was making way for something far greater. Throughout your day, whenever you think of something you've lost, immediately shift your consciousness to this truth. The universe is now restoring this to me multiplied, not with effort or strain, but with the easy naturalness of knowing that divine law is already in operation. When someone walks out of your life, do not see it as loss. See it instead as the universe creating space for a more perfect expression of love. For I tell you with absolute certainty, every tear you have shed over lost love is being transformed into pearls of greater joy. Every moment of loneliness is being converted into deeper connection. Here is the exact principle by which this operates when a relationship ends. It is not truly ending, it is being transformed. The love you gave, the trust you extended, the devotion you showed, none of it is lost. It is all recorded in the divine ledger, and it must by eternal law return to you multiplied. Now let me share with you something profound about relationship restoration that few will comprehend. The universe doesn't just send you another person, it sends you a more perfect expression of what you truly desire. That person who left, they were not your end, they were your training ground for greater love. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Every person who has left my life has created space for someone who will love me more perfectly. For remember, in consciousness, all relationships exist in their perfect state, waiting to be claimed by your assumption. Let me reveal to you now how this same law operates in the realm of financial loss. Every dollar that has slipped through your fingers, every opportunity that has seemed to vanish, every financial setback you have experienced, all of it is being transformed in the invisible realm into greater abundance. Every opportunity you believe has passed you by, if it's too late, that echoes in your mind. The universe is already orchestrating divine compensation that will make you marvel at its perfect timing. When you understand this principle, you will see that time itself is nothing but a servant of consciousness. There is no such thing as too late in the realm of divine restoration. For what appears as lost time in the world of Caesar is being compressed and multiplied in the realm of divine compensation. Here is the exact law. Every moment you think you've lost is actually being recycled into greater opportunities. That business you didn't start 10 years ago, the universe was protecting you for a greater expression of that desire. That degree you didn't complete in your youth, divine timing was preparing you for a more perfect manifestation of that knowledge. Now, here is something profound about divine timing that most will never grasp. The universe doesn't operate on human schedules. What appears as delay in the world manifestation is actually perfect timing in the realm of divine order. Your seeming late start is actually your perfect beginning. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing divine timing is always perfect timing. For in the realm of consciousness, there is no past to regret, no future to fear. There is only the eternal now in which all things are possible. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of personal growth. Every setback you've experienced, every failure that has haunted you, every mistake that has caused you shame, all of it is being transformed into wisdom, strength, and understanding. Let me reveal to you now how this divine law operates in the transformation of your perceived failures. For every defeat you've tasted, every dream that seemed to crumble, every venture that appeared to fail, the universe is already alchemizing these experiences into golden opportunities that will astound you with their perfection. When you truly understand this principle, you will see that what you call failure is merely success in rehearsal. For in the divine economy, nothing is wasted, not a single tear, not a moment of doubt, not an ounce of effort. All is being gathered, transformed, and multiplied by divine law. Here is the exact principle. Every failure you've experienced is actually a foundation stone for greater success. That business that failed, it was teaching you invaluable lessons that will ensure your future triumph. That project that collapsed, it was strengthening muscles you didn't even know you needed. Now here's something profound about divine compensation for failure that few will ever comprehend. The universe doesn't just restore your losses, it uses them as raw material to build something far greater than you originally imagined. Your failures are not endpoints, they are divine setups for comebacks that will leave you in awe. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing every failure is being transformed into greater success. For in the realm of consciousness, there is no such thing as failure. There is only feedback, only learning, only growth. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your dreams and aspirations. Every dream that seemed to die, every goal that appeared out of reach, every aspiration that faded, all of it is being resurrected in more glorious form. When you grasp this principle, you will understand that no talent is ever truly wasted, no ability ever truly dormant. For in the divine economy, everything you have learned, every skill you have acquired, every natural gift you possess is being woven into the tapestry of your divine purpose. Here is the exact law. Every talent you possess, whether expressed or unexpressed, is accumulating divine interest. That artistic ability you never fully developed, it was maturing in the invisible realm. That leadership quality you thought was too late to employ, it was being refined for perfect timing. Now here is something profound about divine compensation for unused talents that most will never grasp. The universe doesn't just give you another chance to use your gifts. It creates scenarios where these talents will be expressed at their highest possible level. Your delayed gifts are not diminished. They are enhanced by the waiting. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Every talent I possess is being called forth at the perfect time for its highest expression. For in consciousness, there is no such thing as a wasted gift. There is only perfect timing for perfect expression. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your spiritual unfoldment. Every insight you've gained, every truth you've glimpsed, every moment of awakening, all of it is being amplified and expanded in divine consciousness. When you comprehend this principle, you will see that emotional suffering is not merely pain to be endured, but rather the birthing process of deeper serenity. For in the divine economy, every tear becomes a pearl of wisdom. Every moment of darkness prepares you for brighter light. Here is the exact law. Every emotional wound you carried is being transformed into emotional intelligence of the highest order. That heartbreak that seemed unbearable, it was expanding your capacity for joy. That anxiety that tormented you, it was teaching you the art of inner peace. Now, here is something profound about emotional compensation that few will ever grasp. The universe doesn't just heal your wounds, it transforms them into sources of strength that will benefit not only you but countless others. Your pain is not purposeless, it is the raw material for your emotional mastery. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Every emotional challenge is being transformed into greater peace and understanding. For in consciousness, there is no such thing as wasted pain. There is only transformation, only growth, only expansion. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your relationships with others. Every misunderstanding, every betrayal, every broken connection, all of it is being rewoven into a tapestry of perfect relationships. When you understand this principle, you will see that physical challenges are not permanent sentences, but temporary states being transformed into greater strength. For in the divine economy, every physical limitation becomes the foundation for extraordinary resilience. Here is the exact law. Every physical challenge you face is actually being transformed into greater vitality. That illness that seemed to rob you of strength, it was building your immune system to levels you never imagined possible. That limitation that frustrated you, it was developing other abilities that lay dormant within. Now, here is something profound about physical compensation that most will never grasp. The universe doesn't just know health, it establishes a new baseline of vitality higher than what you knew before. Your challenges are not your destiny, they are the cocoon from which greater health emerges. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Every physical challenge is being transformed into greater strength and vitality. For in consciousness, there is no such thing as permanent limitation. There is only transformation, only renewal, only regeneration. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your mental faculties. Every moment of confusion, every period of mental fog, every intellectual challenge, all of it is being transformed into greater clarity and understanding. Let me now unveil how this divine law operates in the realm of your creative expression. For every idea that was dismissed, every artistic endeavor that remained incomplete, every creative impulse that was suppressed, the universe is already preparing an outlet of expression that will far exceed your original vision. When you grasp this principle, you will understand that creative energy is never truly lost. It merely accumulates, gathering force like a river behind a dam. For in the divine economy, every unexpressed idea, every unfinished project, every unrealized vision is being amplified in the invisible realm. Here is the exact law. Every creative impulse you've ever felt is alive and growing in consciousness. That book you never wrote, it was becoming richer in your spiritual storehouse. That music you never composed, it was being orchestrated to perfection in the silence. That art you never created, it was maturing into even more magnificent forms. Now here is something profound about creative compensation that few will ever comprehend. The universe doesn't just return your creative energy, it returns it multiplied and refined by divine wisdom. Your delayed expressions are not diminished, they are enhanced by the waiting, enriched by your experiences, deepened by your growth. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Every creative impulse I've ever felt is now finding perfect expression. For in consciousness, there is no such thing as lost inspiration. There is only perfect timing for perfect expression. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your divine purpose. Every calling you've ignored, every mission you've postponed, every purpose you've questioned, all of it is being woven into a tapestry of perfect fulfillment. Every moment of divine connection that felt lost, the universe is already preparing a spiritual awakening that will transcend all your previous experiences. When you understand this principle, you will see that spiritual drought is not a punishment but a preparation. For in the divine economy, every moment of spiritual longing, every feeling of separation, every questioning of faith is being transformed into deeper wisdom and more profound connection. Here is the exact law. Every spiritual experience you've ever had, whether recognized or not, is accumulating in your consciousness. That meditation practice that seemed ineffective, it was building a foundation for profound enlightenment. Those prayers that appeared to go unheard, they were being answered in ways far beyond your current understanding. Now here is something profound about spiritual compensation that most will never grasp. The universe doesn't just restore your spiritual connection, it deepens it beyond anything you could have imagined. Your periods of spiritual dryness are not failures, they are the necessary preparation for greater spiritual heights. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Every spiritual effort I've made is now bearing fruit multiplied. For in consciousness, there is no such thing as wasted devotion. There is only deepening, only expansion, only greater revelation. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your divine relationships. Every spiritual companion who has left your path, every teacher who seemed to disappear, every spiritual community you've lost, all of it is being transformed into more perfect spiritual connections. Now let me reveal to you how this divine law operates in the realm of your material abundance. For every financial loss you've suffered, every material possession that slipped away, every abundance that seemed to diminish, the universe is already orchestrating a restoration that will exceed your grandest expectations. When you truly grasp this principle, you will understand that material loss is merely the mercer's way of clearing space for greater abundance. For in the divine economy, every dollar lost, every possession released, every resource diminished is being multiplied in the invisible realm. Here is the exact law. Every material loss you've experienced is actually an investment in future abundance. That money that disappeared, it was being transformed into greater wealth. That home you had to leave, it was making way for a more perfect dwelling. That business that failed, it was setting the stage for greater success. Now here is something profound about material compensation that few will ever comprehend. The universe doesn't just replace what was lost. It returns it in a form that better serves your highest good. Your losses are not permanent. They are divine setups for supernatural comeback stories. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Every material loss is being transformed into greater abundance. For in consciousness, there is no such thing as loss. There is only transformation, only multiplication, only increase. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your divine opportunities. Every chance you missed, every door that closed, every opportunity that vanished, all of it is being reconstructed into greater possibilities. You will see that divine timing supersedes human timing. For in divine economy, there is no such thing as too late. There is only perfect timing, only divine orchestration, only supernatural acceleration. Here is the exact law. Every moment you think you've lost is being compressed and multiplied in divine consciousness. That opportunity you think passed you by, it was merely preparing you for something greater. That timing you thought you missed, it was protecting you for perfect manifestation. Now, here is something profound about divine timing that most will never grasp. The universe doesn't operate on your calendar. It operates on divine synchronicity. What appears as delay in human time is actually perfect alignment in divine time. Your missed timing is actually divine protection. Throughout your consciousness, maintain this knowing. Divine timing is always working in my favor. For in consciousness, there is no past to regret, no future to fear. There is only the eternal now, where all possibilities exist. Let me share with you now how this same principle operates in the realm of your divine connections. Every relationship that ended prematurely, every partnership that dissolved, every connection that seemed interrupted, all of it is being rewoven into more perfect unions. Now let me bring all these eternal principles to their ultimate culmination. For what I've shared with you tonight is not merely theory, it is the very science of divine compensation, the absolute law of spiritual restoration. Remember this fundamental truth. The universe, which is your own wonderful human imagination pushed out, must restore all things in divine order. Not by human calculation, but by divine multiplication. Not by mortal timing, but by immortal orchestration. Here is your final instruction. Take all that I have revealed to you tonight and live in the absolute assurance that every loss, every setback, every disappointment is already being transformed into something far greater than you could have imagined. For this is not mere positive thinking. This is divine law. I tell you with complete authority, if you will maintain this consciousness of divine mysticism, your entire world must reshape itself to reflect this truth. Every tear will be transformed into triumph, every loss into gain, every ending into a more glorious beginning. Go forth now in the absolute knowing that the universe is already repaying you for everything you thought was lost. Not in equal measure, but pressed down, shaken together, and running over. For this is the promise of divine compensation, and the promise is sure. Remember, you are not calling forth something that does not exist. You are simply awakening to what eternally is. Everything you have ever lost still exists in divine substance, multiplying, expanding, growing, waiting for your consciousness to align with its perfect restoration. Let this be your conviction as you leave here tonight. The universe owes you, and it always pays its debts with interest. Every loss has been recorded. Every tear has been counted. Every disappointment has been noted. And now by divine law, everything is being restored, multiplied. For this is the eternal promise, and it cannot fail. What appears as loss in the world of Caesar is but the setup for divine restoration beyond measure. The end has been reached, for you now possess the key to all restoration, your consciousness of divine compensation. Use it faithfully, use it consistently, and watch every loss transform into gain multiplied.
You are standing on the edge of something magnificent, something that is already unfolding in your life. Every desire you've held in your heart, every dream you've whispered in your quiet moments, is moving toward you with precision. The universe does not withhold from you, it only responds to what you believe, what you are truly feeling in the depths of your being. Good things are not coming because you have to wait for them. Good things are already here. They are a part of the world around you, and they are already yours. The moment you accept that you are deserving of all the blessings life has to offer, the doors open. The truth is, you have already set the intention, and now it is simply a matter of you aligning with that truth, claiming it, and walking confidently in that knowing. Your thoughts shape your world. Every thought you think is a seed, planted in the fertile soil of your mind, ready to grow into something beautiful. If you have been dwelling in fear, doubt, or worry, you may have been planting weeds, but know this: you can replace those weeds with seeds of gratitude, joy, and anticipation. When you focus on the good things that are already on their way, you begin to see more of them in your life. Do not doubt for one moment that you are worthy of what you desire. You are a divine creation, a perfect expression of life, and everything you desire is already within your reach. It is not about earning what is coming to you, it is about recognizing that you are the creator of your experience. You are worthy not because of what you do, but because of who you are. As you feel the presence of your desires, as you begin to believe that everything you have dreamed of is on its way, you will notice the shift. Your reality begins to conform to your inner state of mind. The changes that seem like miracles are simply the result of you coming into alignment with your truest self, your highest potential. Know this: every setback, every challenge, every moment of struggle was simply leading you to a place where you could recognize that the good things you've been waiting for are already within you, and now they are ready to manifest in your life. You deserve these blessings not because you are perfect, but because you are perfectly capable of experiencing the fullness of life. The key is to feel the gratitude for the blessings as if they have already arrived. As you walk through life, think not of what you lack, but of what you lack, but of what you already have, because you have everything you need to live the life you desire. When you live in gratitude, you magnify the good. And as you magnify the good, it multiplies in your life. Good things are already here, and they are only waiting for you to accept them fully. You have planted the seeds of your dreams, and now you must simply allow the harvest to come forth. As you continue to hold on to the truth that you deserve these blessings, the good things you have been waiting for will naturally begin to unfold. The key to bringing these good things into your life lies in your understanding of your own power. The power of your mind, the power of your the power of your belief, the power of your imagination. Many people look outside themselves for the cause of their circumstances. But the truth is, everything that happens to you begins with you. It begins with your thoughts. The images you create in your mind, the feelings you allow to settle in your heart, and the words you speak form the foundation for everything you experience. It's time for you to recognize that you are the one who holds the key to your life. The world is not working against you, but with you. And as you align with the energy of what you want, good health, financial freedom, loving relationships, fulfillment of your dreams, you begin to see the world responding accordingly. The moment you decide with certainty that good things are coming, you activate the law of attraction, and the universe begins to rearrange itself to match that belief. When you dwell on the goodness of life, when you feel the excitement of all that you are becoming, the universe meets you with equal enthusiasm. It is a law of nature, a law of creation. As above, so below. As within, so without. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are the very forces that shape your reality. You must stop doubting the process. Good things are coming because you are the one who is drawing them near. Take a moment to think about the desires you hold close to your heart. Perhaps you've been waiting for the perfect opportunity, the right person, the ideal circumstances. Know this: you are not waiting for them. They are waiting for you to step into the fullness of your being, to embrace your worthiness, and to accept that the time has come. You have already prepared the ground, and now it's time for you to harvest what is yours. Your dreams are not far away. They are not locked in some distant future. They are unfolding now in the present moment. The moment you believe in them, they begin to take shape in your life. What you have asked for is on its way, and you must understand that this is not a matter of time. It is a matter of alignment. The good things that you deserve are already in the process of manifesting, and your job is simply to align with the feeling of having them. Stop focusing on the how. The universe knows how to deliver what you've asked for, even if you don't see the path clearly. The moment you let go of the need to control every detail, you make room for the miraculous to unfold. Trust that the perfect plan is already in motion, even if you can't yet see the full picture. You don't need to know the exact steps. It's enough to trust that your desires are being delivered to you in the most perfect way. Imagine yourself already living in the fullness of your desires. See yourself in that ideal place. Feel the joy of having what you want. Taste the success, hear the laughter, experience the peace. That is the secret, to feel it as if it is already yours. Every time you feel the excitement of your desires, you reinforce the belief that they are on their way. The more you feel gratitude for what is coming, the more quickly it appears. Your emotions are the magnet, pulling the things you want into your life. And yet, there are many who still struggle with doubt. They question whether they are truly deserving, or they worry that they have been overlooked. But you are never forgotten. You are never excluded from the abundance of the universe. You are a divine being made in the image of all that is good. And because you are one with this source of creation, everything that is good is available to you. The only thing standing between you and your desires is the belief that they are already yours. It's not about waiting for permission. It's about claiming what is already yours. In moments of doubt, remind yourself that the universe does not make mistakes. The good things that are coming to you are meant for you. They are part of your birthright. Every challenge you faced has been preparing you for the life you are about to step into. Every hardship, every obstacle, every moment of uncertainty was only setting the stage for the blessings that are now about to overflow in your life. It's time to let go of the past. The past has no power over you unless you allow it to. You are not defined by your previous failures, disappointments, or losses. You are defined by your present thoughts, your current beliefs, and your ability to choose. The past is behind you, and it cannot stop the good things that are coming. Every new day offers a fresh opportunity to step into your greatness. The good things are coming because you have made the decision that they will. When you fully embrace this truth, something miraculous happens. The moment you step into the knowing that the good things are already on their way, your world begins to shift. You start seeing signs, synchronicities, opportunities that were previously hidden from you. things that once seemed impossible now appear within reach. It's as if the universe is revealing itself to you, showing you the way forward, guiding you to your next step. This is the magic of belief in action. But there is one thing you must understand. It's not about the outer world changing first. It's about you changing first. When you begin to truly believe that good things are coming to you, your vibration shifts. You radiate a new energy, one that is aligned with your desires. And as you align with this energy, the world around you begins to shift as well. It's as though you are stepping into a new version of reality, one that is filled with abundance, joy, and possibility. And the more you believe, the more you trust, the more you allow yourself to feel the excitement of what is to come, the faster these good things will manifest. Your world will respond to your faith in the same way that a mirror reflects your image. Your life is a reflection of your beliefs. So believe with every fiber of your being that the good things are coming. They are already here, ready to embrace you. All you need to do is open your heart and mind to receive them. As you continue to believe, as you continue to feel the joy of your desires, you will notice the subtle but powerful changes in your life. Doors that were once closed will open. People who were once distant will draw near. And opportunities that seemed far off will be delivered to you. This is not magic. This is the natural law of creation. What you focus on expands. And the good things you are focusing on are already on their way. When you truly understand this, you will live your life differently. You will no longer wait for something outside of yourself to change before you feel good. You will create your own reality from within. You will understand that your desires are not far off in the future, but are already here, unfolding in perfect timing. And when you live from this place of knowing, you will find that good things not only come to you, they come in abundance. They flow into your life with ease and grace, because you have opened the door and allowed them to enter. You are worthy of every good thing that is coming your way. You are deserving of the success, the love, the peace, and the joy that you seek. And as you fully embrace this truth, as you begin to feel the excitement of your desires already fulfilled, you will see your life transform in ways you never imagined. The good things are coming, and when you truly believe it, they are already here. As you continue on this journey, remember that your thoughts and feelings are powerful. The universe is always listening to your inner dialogue, to the vibrations that you emit. It's not just about what you say outwardly, but about what you feel inwardly. Your inner world creates your outer world. If you feel unworthy, unsure, or anxious, you will attract experiences that mirror those feelings. But when you embrace the feeling of gratitude, trust, and anticipation, the universe begins to align itself to bring those very experiences into your life. Do you understand that the things you desire are already in motion, even before you see the evidence of them in the physical world? This is a truth that you must claim and live by. It's not about waiting for the world to change first. It's about changing yourself, adjusting your mindset, and stepping fully into the knowing that what you desire is already yours. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel contributes to the manifestation process. When you believe you deserve good things, they begin to appear in your life in ways that are almost miraculous. There will be times, of course, when doubt creeps in, when you may wonder if you are really deserving of the good that's coming your way. But it's in those moments that you must remind yourself that you are worthy. Worthy not because of your past actions, not because of any external factors, but because you are an expression of life itself. You are part of the divine flow of creation, and as such, the good things are naturally attracted to you. It's your birthright to experience joy, success, and abundance. There is no need to compete with anyone else for your blessings. Your path is uniquely yours, and it is already paved with everything you need. There are no limits to what you can experience, only the limits you place on your own beliefs. The good things that are coming to you are not determined by how hard you work or how much you suffer. They are determined by the energy you put out into the world, the belief you hold about what you deserve, and your ability to receive. You might be tempted to look around and compare yourself to others. It's a natural tendency, but it's also one that blocks your progress. When you compare, you place yourself in a state of lack, believing that what others have is somehow separate from what you are capable of having. But the truth is, there is no limit to the abundance in this world. There is more than enough for everyone. When you see someone else's success, celebrate it. When you see someone else living their dream life, allow it to serve as proof that it's possible for you too. The good things that are coming to you are in no way diminished by the good things coming to others. As you open your heart to the idea that good things are not only possible but guaranteed, your world begins to reflect that belief. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You begin to feel the doors opening for you, one after another, and you step into them with confidence. You will no longer feel like a passive observer in your life. You will realize that you are the creator, the designer of your reality. You hold the power to shape your world with the thoughts you choose to think and the feelings you choose to embody. Trust in the process. Trust in the timing. Good things are coming not because you have to earn them, but because you are a part of a divine plan that is always working in your favor. There is no need to rush, no need to force things into being. The law of attraction is always at work, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The more you trust this, the faster your desires will manifest. In the moments of waiting, use that time wisely. Don't sit in impatience or worry. Instead, focus on your feelings. Feel the joy of having what you desire right now. Feel the excitement, the peace, the fulfillment. Feel the gratitude in advance. It is in this state of gratitude that the floodgates of abundance open. The more you appreciate what you already have, the more you attract into your life. This is not just about having material things, it's about embracing the feeling of having your desires fulfilled. That is the true secret. The good things are already on their way, but they are waiting for you to align with them. They are waiting for you to feel them now, in the present moment. As you continue to live with the awareness that good things are coming to you, you will notice your energy shift. You will no longer feel like you are fighting against the current of life. You will feel as though you are being carried by it in perfect harmony with the universe. The universe is never against you. It is always working with you, responding to the vibrations you send out. When you send out the vibrations of abundance, success, and love, that is what you will receive in return. Believe that your dreams are already unfolding. Believe that the relationships you desire are already on their way. Believe that the financial abundance you seek is already being drawn to you. Believe that your health is already being restored, that your mind is already at peace, and that your life is already filled with joy. These are not distant promises. They are here now in the present moment, and all you need to do is claim them. When you can embrace the truth that good things are already yours, your life becomes a reflection of that truth. You begin to see evidence of it everywhere you look. You no longer feel like you are striving to reach something unattainable. Instead, you feel as though you are living in a state of fulfillment, knowing that everything you desire is already on its way. The moment you fully accept that, you will notice the changes in your external world. The circumstances, the people, the events, they will all begin to align with the new vibration you are holding. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The good things that are coming to you are already on their way, and all you need to do is open yourself to them. Open your heart, open your mind, and open your life to the abundance that is already there. As you do, you will begin to notice the miraculous unfolding of your desires in ways you never imagined possible. You will see that life is not working against you, but in perfect cooperation with you. You are worthy of every good thing that is coming. Your desires are valid, your dreams are possible, and the life you have envisioned for yourself is already being prepared for you. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs have already set the stage for the good things to flow into your life. Now it's simply a matter of allowing them to arrive, of being open to the miracles that are already on their way. When you understand this, life becomes effortless. The good things are not something you are waiting for, they are a natural part of the flow of life. And as you step into this truth, you will find that the universe meets you with open arms, ready to deliver everything you have ever desired. The good things are coming. And as you live in the certainty of that truth, they are already here. There is no need to wait for external validation or for someone else to tell you that you deserve what is coming your way. Your worth is inherent, not contingent upon the approval of others or external circumstances. You have been created to thrive, to receive, and to experience all the good that life has to offer. The world responds to your belief in your own worth. When you step into the certainty of your deservingness, the universe will respond in kind. The doors you once thought were closed will open before you, and opportunities will align with your desires. It's important to understand that you are not separate from the abundance of the universe. You are a part of it. You are a living expression of the infinite potential that exists. Everything that has ever been created, every success, every great achievement, every beautiful thing in the world is a manifestation of that same universal energy. And just as these things exist, so too does everything you desire. It is waiting for you, ready to flow into your life the moment you allow it to. The good things you are waiting for are not out of your reach, nor are they dependent on someone else's generosity. They are already yours, just waiting for your awareness to align with them. You must come to understand that everything in your life is a reflection of the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the energy you emit. If you continue to hold the belief that good things are not meant for you, or that you must struggle to achieve them, you will continue to create that reality. But when you change your mindset and believe that good things are your birthright, you will begin to witness a shift in your experiences. Remember, the mind is a powerful creator. It is not only capable of visualizing your desires, but it is also the mechanism through which your desires are brought into physical reality. When you begin to imagine, to feel, and to believe that the good things you desire are already yours, your mind starts to work in harmony with the universe to bring them to you. The good things that are coming are not dependent on a specific timeline, they are dependent on your alignment with them. The more you align your thoughts and emotions with the feeling of having your desires already fulfilled, the quicker they will manifest in your reality. There is no reason to be in a state of lack, no reason to doubt, no reason to fear that you won't receive the good things that are coming your way. They are already on their way. In fact, they are already here, just waiting for you to step into the awareness of their arrival. It is not a matter of when they will come, it is a matter of when you will allow them to come. The universe is always delivering what you have asked for, but it is up to you to receive it. And receiving begins with the belief that you are deserving of it. One of the most powerful things you can do is to embrace the feeling of anticipation, the feeling of joy, and the feeling of gratitude for what is already yours. If you feel as though you are lacking, you will continue to manifest more of the same. But if you feel abundant, joyful, and grateful for the good things that are already on their way, you will open the floodgates to receive them. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to abundance. The more you appreciate the blessings that are already in your life, the more the universe will deliver. But in order to truly receive, you must also be willing to let go of the past. The past holds no power over you unless you allow it to. If you continue to carry old wounds, old beliefs, and old limitations, you are blocking the good things that are coming. You must let go of anything that no longer serves you and create space for the new. This does not mean forgetting the lessons of the past, it means releasing the emotional attachments that keep you stuck in a state of lack. When you release the old, you make room for the new to enter, and the good things you desire will begin to manifest effortlessly. Let go of any negative beliefs about yourself. Let go of the idea that you are not good enough or that you must earn your way to the good things you desire. These beliefs are not truths, they are merely thoughts that have been held for too long. When you begin to affirm your worth, to acknowledge your divine right to receive, the universe begins to reflect this belief in the form of blessings, opportunities, and abundance. The truth is, there is no lack in the universe. The only lack that exists is the lack of awareness. When you shift your awareness from the belief in lack to the belief in abundance, you will see that the good things you desire are already here, and that they are waiting for you to recognize them. They have always been here, they are a natural part of the flow of life, and they are drawn to you through your alignment with them. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that good things happen only to other people, or that they are reserved for those who are more deserving. But this is simply not true. You are just as deserving of abundance, success, and happiness as anyone else. The only thing that separates you from what you desire is the belief that you are unworthy of it. When you release that belief and step into the awareness of your inherent worth, you will begin to see the good things flow into your life as effortlessly as the air you breathe. The good things are not something that you must chase. They are not something that you must struggle for. They are something that will naturally come to you when you align yourself with them. This alignment begins with your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. It begins with the understanding that everything you desire is already yours. And when you embrace that truth, when you step into the certainty that the good things you desire are already on their way, you will witness the miraculous unfolding of your dreams. The good things that are coming to you are not dependent on circumstances, timing, or external conditions. They are dependent on your inner state of being. When you feel that you deserve good things, when you believe that you are worthy of receiving them, they will begin to manifest in your life. Your beliefs are the key to unlocking the door to abundance. As you change your beliefs, your reality will change. You must understand that you are always in the process of creation. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every feeling you feel is contributing to the creation of your reality. The good things you are waiting for are already in motion, being drawn to you by the energy you are emitting. When you change your energy, you change your reality. When you align your thoughts with the truth of your worth and your deservingness, you will begin to see the good things flow into your life in ways that feel almost magical. The good things are already here. They have always been here. And the moment you step into the full awareness of your worth, the moment you accept that you deserve the best that life has to offer, they will reveal themselves to you in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. There is no waiting, no struggle, no effort required. The good things are on their way, and they are yours. All you need to do is open yourself to receive them. You may find it hard to believe sometimes, especially when circumstances appear to suggest otherwise, but you must remember that reality is not fixed. It is malleable, and it responds to the vibration you are offering. The good things that are coming to you are not simply by chance or luck, they are a result of your inner transformation. The energy you emit is what attracts everything that you experience in life, and when you shift your thoughts to align with abundance, you begin to attract that which you desire. Look within yourself and truly feel the truth of your worth. You are not defined by your past, nor by the opinions of others. You are an individual expression of divine energy, and as such you have an unending right to experience all the good the world has to offer. There is no one who can limit you but yourself. The good things that are destined for you are drawn to your energy, and as you begin to recognize your worth, you allow them to manifest effortlessly. Your desires are not out of reach. In fact, they are already here, waiting for you to step into the belief that they are yours. This is where true power lies, understanding that you do not need to chase after what you desire. Everything you need is already within you, and it will unfold naturally when you allow it to. The moment you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already possess, the doors will open. The good things you've been waiting for are not elusive or distant, they are already on their way, and they will arrive in perfect timing. You are the creator of your reality. Everything in your life, whether good or bad, is a reflection of your inner state. The good things that are coming are the result of your belief in your ability to receive them. If you can hold the thought that you are deserving of everything you desire, you will begin to notice that the world around you shifts. Opportunities will appear, relationships will transform, and you will begin to experience a flow of blessings that you never thought possible. It is important to remember that the universe does not operate according to time or logic. It operates according to the vibrational frequency that you set. If you think of your desires as being far off in the future, you will continue to experience the feeling of waiting. But if you think of your desires as being present, right here, right now, they will begin to show up in your life. It's a simple shift in awareness, but one that can completely change the course of your reality. The good things you are waiting for are already here. They are not coming from the outside. They are simply waiting for you to recognize them and allow them in. Stop telling yourself that you need to wait. Stop telling yourself that you are not yet worthy of the good things that are coming your way. These are limiting beliefs that are preventing you from stepping into the flow of abundance. You are worthy, you are deserving, and when you truly understand that, the floodgates will open. You will begin to attract everything you desire, not by force or effort, but by simply allowing it to come. Your mind is the key to unlocking your desires. The moment you start thinking in terms of abundance, the universe responds. Everything is energy, and when you align your energy with your desires, your life becomes a reflection of that alignment. You do not need to struggle or strive for what you want. All that is required of you is to align your inner world with your outer desires. When your inner state reflects the belief that you are worthy and deserving, the outer world will mirror that belief with tangible manifestations. The good things that are coming to you are not a reward for your hard work or sacrifice. They are simply a natural outcome of your alignment with the abundant energy of the universe. You do not need to earn your worth, they are already yours by divine right. Your desires are a reflection of your inner truth, and when you allow yourself to believe that they are coming, they will manifest effortlessly. Each moment you spend in anticipation of your desires, each moment you spend in gratitude for what you know is already yours, brings you closer to the manifestation of those desires. Your emotions are the language of the universe. When you feel joy, you attract more joy. When you feel gratitude, you attract more reasons to be grateful. And when you feel deserving of good things, you attract more of the good things you desire. It's a simple but powerful process. Feel the feelings of already having what you desire, and the universe will respond by delivering it to you. The good things you desire are not reserved for a select few. They are available to everyone, and they are available to you. The only requirement is that you believe you deserve them. When you release the thought that others are more deserving or that you are somehow less worthy, you free yourself to receive the abundance that is already on its way. You were born to thrive, to live in joy, and to experience all the beauty the world has to offer. The good things you desire are a natural extension of your divine right to live in harmony with the universe. Do not let the past define you. Do not let the past mistakes or failures make you believe that good things are not meant for you. You are not your past. You are a limitless being capable of creating the life you desire. The good things you have been waiting for are not being delayed. They are simply waiting for you to step into the awareness that they are already here. When you truly understand that you deserve good things, the floodgates open. Your life begins to transform in ways you could never have imagined. The universe does not work based on time or effort, it works based on the energy you emit. The moment you shift your energy to one of expectation, belief, and gratitude, you will begin to notice the good things flowing into your life with ease. You do not need to chase after what is meant for you. What is meant for you will find its way to you. All you need to do is create the inner conditions that will allow it to enter. The good things you desire are not far off in the distance. They are already yours, waiting for you to step into the belief that you deserve them. The moment you recognize your worth and embrace the truth of your deservingness, the universe will deliver them to you. You are deserving, you are worthy, and the good things that are coming are already on their way. Trust that they will arrive at the perfect time, and know that they are yours to receive. All you have to do is open yourself to them. Believe in your worth, believe in your deservingness, and the good things will flow into your life with ease and grace. The good things you seek are closer than you think. They have always been close, waiting for you to tune into the vibration of their existence. You must recognize that the key to unlocking these blessings lies within you. The universe is constantly responding to the energy you put out, and it is drawn to the frequency of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. When you change your inner world, the outer world will inevitably shift to reflect that change. The good things you desire are already yours, but you must first believe it. You must feel it in every fiber of your being. When you begin to cultivate a sense of deservingness within yourself, your life will begin to mirror that belief. If you constantly think that you are not worthy of the good things that are coming, you are creating resistance, and the universe cannot bring those blessings into your life. But when you know deep within that you deserve everything that is good and abundant, the floodgates will open. The good things are not waiting for you to work harder, to sacrifice more, or to be more perfect. They are simply waiting for you to align with the belief that you are worthy and deserving of them.